Welfare check is early this month. Looking to chill, interact, and have fun. Open up my YouTube page, and I see your melting face. And when I hear you burn, I'm the only dent on earth. This is so meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, is meaningful to me. Yeah, yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you don't work just like my legs. Fuck the stupid trolls saying that you beg. You're not the same guy you were yesterday. Here's 150 for the vest today. It's time for a silly bubble blow, or I'm gonna close the tab and go. What's your favorite type of food? And can you read my haiku? Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, is meaningful to me. Yeah, yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, is meaningful to me. Yeah, yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, is meaningful to me.
That being
That being said,
That being said.
hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right. And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. A.L. Team Insider, the legend, fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist, Steve to the dead, psychological style host. Get well soon, man. Me, your cat, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
We're all back here in the house here. Sunday. We got a 4-spot of legends here for you, including the return visit of the one, the only, the marked one. How you feeling, my friend?
Hi, chat. I'm feeling very well. Thank you very much for having me back. Hello, everyone.
Yes, we had to make sure our ratio of British style guests stays the same. We require 50% British style crew here, and we do maintain that.
What they like inter-Atlantic relationship or something like that. We've got
Special relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Like Tony Blair used to say, we've got to keep up the strong ties.
There we go. And also, of course, we have Steve of the Dead from the beginning. How you feeling today, Steve?
I'm good. I'm doing okay today, yeah.
Nice to have you with us. And the one, the only Meerkat. Hello, Eastern European style Meerkat.
Hello, brother. Welcome to another edition of this. It's going to be very fun.
All right, so first we got to start with business style announcements, and you know who goes to that? The commissioner of the world, Meerkat Mob, commissioner style, business style. Go ahead.
Yes. So we do have the mini competition that's about cutting a promo on Phil. Your deadline is this Wednesday, the 24th. So you got to send it before that because it might be on Wednesday. So
yes,
Wednesday, 24th, send us your promos. 90 seconds or more, audio or more. You can do video as well. Any extra effort will be appreciated and will give you extra credit. Just make sure to pace yourself so it doesn't get too long because that's going to take away from your credit. You see?
Exactly.
It's very complicated. It's like the Chinese social credit system. Anyway, I think that's it. Unless I'm forgetting something.
I think that's it. I think that's it. There's a special guest on our show Wednesday. Is Wednesday the day off? I want to confirm that real quick. When is Lucky Jeans or whatever giving Catherine the day off?
Wednesday.
Okay, cool. So Wednesday it is, and there will be a special guest joining us for that to help us judge. No hints there who that might be, but you'll find out on Wednesday, my friends. Anyways. Marked one. What's been up, brother? Come on. Hey, let us know. How's life been? What you been up to? Come on.
I mean, I want to say it's been completely different, and it kind of has, but same as you, really. I had changed jobs at the start of this year, which was a little bit of I went from doing landscaping to going back into a gym, which is nice, especially in the winter. Being outside in the cold, digging holes is as good as it is for the body, sometimes it's a bit soul destroying when it's very cold. You've got to get out there and some nice big house and you're ripping up their old driveway. And they're all inside in dressing gowns and stuff in the warm, having cups of tea. You think, I need to reevaluate a little bit. Watching the guy playing games. Again, I don't want to say I'm super boring, but when you've got kids and jobs and all that, it all kind of just blends into one. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Keeping up with the drama going along, then all of a sudden it's oh my god, it's summer again, and I'm outside pruning the hedges and doing stuff. What's happening?
Yeah.
That happens. Life does get in the way.
Yeah, it just flies, dude. I have to say.
If the guy wasn't wearing different styles of clothing, you legitimately couldn't tell the time in which any piece of his content was made. It's all just one big piece of slop.
And even then, it's kind of obscure because he hates. What is it? He hates hot weather anyway, so it's the slightest chance to wear the same things with those crappy fucking shirts he wears. I have to say, his shirts are fantastic, aren't they?
The Tommy Bahama.
Oh my life.
Did you see that clip I put on Twitter? If you haven't seen it, it's from Family Guy, where they goes to Tommy Bahama to buy shirts. It goes, I'm looking to hit on waitresses. They go, oh, okay, be in a very respectful way. No, I want to be aggressive and hit on girls that are way younger than me. And it's oh, we got the perfect thing for you, and they're all shirts that Philip wears.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I just keep thinking about the Homer Simpson one where he goes, I don't want to be ridiculous. I won't remove it, and then walks out, and I think that's something Phil would like.
Yeah.
I still think my favourite of recent years or recent times was not all the shirts. It was that mad thing that allegedly Kat bought him for Christmas. That woolen thing that he was wearing.
Cardigan?
The cardigan. The cardigan.
That was fucking fantastic. It looked like something out of a boy band, didn't it? Like a photo shoot. That was brilliant. That thing. That didn't last very long.
That shirt where it's a black shirt with white, weird white pattern on it, and with a very high collar, and it's like a short sleeve shirt. It looks ridiculous. He looks like a stripper. It's so embarrassing.
And
The worst
His
one is
fashion
the one
sense is
that it
wild.
looks like a Burger King outfit, or like
Oh,
a
yeah.
fast food worker.
Yeah.
Got a horrible light brown cup of tea.
Oh, that's
color.
for me. That's the bowling worker, the bowling alley worker.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
he's
that's sort of-
trying-
yeah.
I'm
But it
not
just
saying
doesn't do
everyone-
anything for his.
I'm not saying everyone's got to be super conscious of what they're wearing or how they look, but to have almost like sort of zero perspective on how he looks in the mirror or things that he would look good or not look good wearing for his age, I guess, and his complexion and his fucking hair and all that stuff. He just slaps on these weird. He sees him in the thing, goes out with Kat, and she said, "That looks great, honey," and he buys it with her. Like these
With her
abominations
approval.
that he wears on stream.
I
With
think
her
that's
approval,
just.
she's the one
yeah.
who goes, "Yeah, get that."
Yeah, I think
get
she
that
just
one.
finds the first
What
thing
do
on
you
the
think?
rack.
Yeah.
First thing on the
Yeah.
rack and says, "Here you go. This looks good, honey." And she's like, "Oh, okay. This will make her happy."
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
with a little
100%.
or deeper lore than that. How about the pin lore? Have you keeping up with the pin lore, guys? The pin
the
on one of these
the pin on
shirts.
his fucking-
Yeah, was that a pin? Was
Yeah,
that actually
that's a safety pin. What the fuck's that?
God.
So I found out. Actually, this is really dented. I found out the cause of this. So the first time he wore it, it was peeking over a lot. He was messing with it the whole night. So I think this was his next level solution. Was like, all right, I'm not dealing with this. So then he put the clip on, and I can't tell if it's a pin or a clip, to be honest. But yes,
to
he
pin
has
the collar
brought
back?
metal. Yeah, he pins the collar back with metal. Yes, that's the level we're on. So big ups, dude. Anyways,
Why not? If
Yeah.
that shirt irritated you, why not just not wear it?
no, we only have like 4. We have to keep going back.
Because
But-
LTG shouted at him.
That's
Oh, yeah,
why.
he's focused. I forgot he's focusing on his sexy.
Anyways, by the way, Evo is going on right now. Unfortunately, Philip is not there, but Justin Wong just won the Impact Award in addition to his 9 championships, which when I say championship, I mean first place in the world. He's won that 9 times. He also won the Impact Award today, so big ups to Justin Wong. We're all big fans of Justin Wong around here on this podcast, obviously, as most of the world is.
We can't have a quick word from him then, can we? Because you're not on. We're not on WPIG studio.
Is he going to call in?
No,
He's
that would be
traveling,
nice,
probably.
but no, he's too
traveling.
busy.
The satellite link's not. It's not set up.
He's too busy not begging and getting paid to be at Evo to join us
Yeah,
today,
yeah.
unfortunately. So, but he's an asshole for reasons, I guess. Anyways, this is before we get, because obviously we're going to get into the Mansoor stuff. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, you'll find out later. I desperately need this, guys. This is a call to action. Send me the link to when he responds to it, because I cannot find it, and I know he did. I looked on Twitter.
No, I've used
So
it as well.
send it to my Twitter or
Yeah.
send it to my Discord, please. I want to play it later when we get to that point of the show because it's very important. So call to action. Take care of it. Find it for me.
Yeah, someone in the chat said, "Hey, army, assemble."
Yeah, let's do it. All right, anyway, so let's go to our first thing of the week, though. So definitely, I think it's farthest back, so let's go there. It makes sense. Someone known as BITW Awesome had something happen today, or this week, I should say. And I know, Meerkat, you're not the biggest fan of BITW Awesome, as many aren't. I will say I respect his hustle's not the right word, but his work ethic's not the right word. What do we call this? I don't know.
Persistence.
Yes.
Let's recap this for everybody. Like,
Yes,
who is
please.
this guy, and what do we
Yes.
know about him? And you framed it as if I'm like gunning for this guy or something. But if anything, he's just like fascinating to me. He's like a cryptid, like the mythical creature. So this guy's been around since the dawn of time.
Yes.
If you've seen a video that has the comment of romance girl or wow or romance cat,
Yes.
highly likely that it's from this guy. If you've seen a video with 10 million timestamps to funny moments in it, either a DSP video or a detractor video, chances are it's him. And that's pretty much all he says, as if he was a bot. But sometimes in DSP's chat, he just has normal conversation. So recently, he was in chat and he said his signature line, romance cat, and something very explosive happened. He almost destroyed Phil's family.
Because he said a little bit more than that this time. I think that's what his downfall was. But just a little more backstory on BITW Awesome. The guy behind the Snort Exchange, Rob, he scraped all of his comments to see, the density of them. And I have those numbers here. I can give you the exact number.
The density?
Density.
The frequency, yeah.
So just for the last year, let's just go from last year because you can't scrape forever. So this is about 2 million comments scraped. If in the 1 year, right, 1 year from 2023 to this year, current, he had 11 posts per day. 11 posts per day.
Whoa,
nice.
On DSP style things, right? So that's what we're dealing with here. This person is efficient, let's say, and it is not a bot because they change it up oddly, and they also add it. So if there's different girls in the video, he will say romance Chu, for example. That's been said. He will say romance Indrid. That's been said.
Yeah,
he will say romance to any other female that there's a possibility. He will say romance to that person. This is a dedicated human being. So anyways, let's get to the clip here of what happened. So this is from Hate Army. Shout outs to the Hate Army. We got a Maximilian Dude pre-rant, and then we'll get to the BITW awesome stuff.
Shout out for hate.
And you guys should be hearing that.
Princess Peach Showdown, you know,
I know you can't
was
hear it, hang
interested in
on.
Princess Peach Showdown when it was announced, and then I played Super Mario Wonder, and I loved it and thought it was a super good Mario game, and again, the audience disconnected and didn't really like it that much. I think what it is my audience is older, like me, and they're wanting to see a certain kind of game or a certain kind of situation, and I don't think that my audience, sadly, is in the same vein as me when it comes to certain games. You know, I grew up playing Mario.
Oh, God. Okay, fast forwarding past nonsense of how awesome I am.
Devil says, I don't think there was RPG burnout.
Oh, shit.
People
Why
were
is there
engaged
double?
with other streamers when they played games like Persona
Was
and
it
Final
a filler?
Fantasy VII like Maximilian Dude. No, people were engaged with Maximilian Dude because he's popular. Do you understand that? Popular streamers get engagement no matter what they do. Maximilian Dude could literally have an entire stream picking his nose, and he'd get tons of views. He could take a shit live on stream, and people would like it and give him money because he's Maximilian Dude. Do you understand that?
I like how he shows like just because his name is Maximilian Dude, he has fans. By the way, just because
it's just weird. It's always weird when contempt comes out, whether he means it to or not. When he talks about these people, like they can do anything, like as if like they can be talentless and still get paid just because of who they are. It's such jealousy and contempt for these people. Like instantly, it's just pouring out of him.
But yeah, just because he's Maximilian Dude, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Yep.
It's a good question in chat we got. Why didn't you stay popular, Phil? Because this guy was popular at one point.
Yeah. Why didn't he do it? Maximilian Dude, again, is one of these people that is too busy getting paid to be at Evo to comment right now, so I apologize for that. But yes, he's just a dirty shill.
Also, he recently met, was it Kofi Kingston?
Yes.
Kofi Kingston's also at Evo, so because they're doing the WWE thing with Supercard, so he was there, and
he's just a shill.
He plays fighting games.
Just a shill. He shills.
Talking shit about him in any way, shape,
he's
or
not
form.
real.
He's hit that level of internet popularity
How
that
did you do
people
that?
like him for who he is. Right?
I mean,
You mean he's got a good personality? Wow.
That is amazing. I didn't hear that before.
Yeah. The self-awareness levels is wild, isn't it? It's wild.
That's fucking great. He reached a level of popularity where people like him for who he is.
Yeah. People liking your personality is only exclusive to popular people. You can't have a small fan base that likes your personality. It's impossible.
That's the strat, I guess, is to like
be a good person, yeah.
Fuck you.
So it doesn't matter what he does, they're going to watch him play shit. Right?
Your
It
cat's
doesn't
loud, I
matter. For
gotcha.
me, I don't have that level of popularity. Sorry. You know, I actually
Uh-oh.
have to find things that are about something I like, something the audience likes, and something that's going to jive and continue to have viewership. Right?
Okay, hold on.
I don't
we got
get
a
that.
huge contradiction, by the way.
Go ahead,
Huge
God, please.
contradiction. This is also the same guy that talked about phasing out of playing video games because you guys are going to support me no matter what I do. And you guys are going to show up and engage and participate and contribute no matter what I do. That's why this guy's considering playing with fucking Legos on stream.
Yeah, he has a small dedicated fan base and all this shit that he goes on about, and he makes, meaningful content for them, and they keep coming back.
Yeah.
They like what he does.
By the way, we got a chess stream. Chess was teased in the chat only, though. He didn't bring it up on stream, but he talked about maybe he could do a chess stream. And let me tell you, that would be awesome. No,
Dude.
there can't complain about anything in chess. What are you gonna complain about?
No, but that would be the best. You know why? Because he would be playing online against somebody else, and someone else is gonna in his chat is gonna play against a bot and mimic all the moves that are happening and tell him what to do so he can win. Literal like actual chess hand holding. I can
that's
see this
true,
happen.
actually. Yeah, that's true. Like you're gonna have like one of them, like old Game Tracker used to, or someone in there, be going Phil Bishop to King 6 and all this shit.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna say, guys,
Yeah.
you
What
have
do
to
you
be
mean,
clear.
King
What is
six?
King 6? What is this? Guys,
Yeah.
you have to be clear. Say how many
I don't know what
squares?
that means. Yeah, guarantee.
How many squares
Can't
over is
suggest-
it?
I suggest the clip because it would get us taken off because it's BBC
Yeah.
for it. But
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
BBC.
if you've seen Bottom, you'll know the scene. But
Yeah.
for American and international friends, later on when we're done with the podcast, obviously, have a Google Bottom chess.
Okay.
And one of the greatest scenes of British comedy is to do with, and that's all I can think of. Again, it's
Okay.
somebody who doesn't know chess,
Just a little
thinking
advice.
they know chess. And
Don't put BBC into that same search
Yeah,
with the
no,
bottom part.
just
It might be a
no.
little
Also,
weird, but
tease them just a little bit. There's quite a lot of very comical, humorous violence, over the top slapstick
Yeah.
violence in
It's
that
very
clip as well.
slapstick, yeah.
It's fantastic.
Mm.
okay.
I legitimately thought you were talking about cocks, and that's why we can't show it.
Nah,
like, what-
different.
We
I
can't
would-
do
I'd
it.
have submitted a Carl Sagan
Oh,
video.
you know what?
first.
Someone posted in your Discord the other day. That was in the fucking Derek thing. There's this like breastfeeding tutorial on YouTube where there's just these thots with their tits out, pretending that they're showing people how to breastfeed. I was just like, what the fuck is this? In like full makeup, like staring at the camera. Like, are you serious? I was blown away.
Yeah, that's what Derek's here for. That's what Derek enjoys.
Literally, he's loving it. He's having a great time on those fucking videos, dude. He's having a great time.
All right.
Too
I
big and
wish
developed.
I used to have that level of clout. I used to be able to sit here on YouTube before I even was a streamer.
And what?
I used to be able to sit here on YouTube and play any game I wanted. It could be a game no one ever heard of. People would like the playthrough and give it tons of views. But I haven't been in that level of popularity for a decade. So I don't think that.
It just happened. I don't know what happened. What happened? What happened to all my popularity?
His actual story is so unbelievable that it's crazy. Because his real story is that one guy released a video of him being bad at video games, and everybody started hating him from that point onward. It's insane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That luxury anymore, you know?
That
It has
luxury
nothing to
anymore.
do
Yeah.
with what you're saying when you quote, oh well, this popular streamer had no problem playing those games because they're a popular streamer. once you get to that level of popularity, you're popular
Why
just
are they
because
popular,
you're popular.
Phil?
Get it?
What makes them
That's
popular?
how the YouTube algorithm works.
Get it?
You get to that level, you stay that level. Unless there's a scandal or unless your work ethic falls off or something,
Okay.
you're going to stay up there. That's how it works,
So he's
right?
basically saying if you're a good person,
right.
you work really hard, it will benefit
Yes.
you in the long
Yeah.
term.
Yes,
But-
that's the hard part. That's the hard part.
Well done.
Clyde's right.
Smart.
People used to watch me purposefully cook bad food, and it would get me tens of thousands of views on a video.
Now we're purposefully cook. Nice LARP, by the
Yeah.
way. Whoever this was,
Yeah.
great LARP. Purposefully cook bad food. So it was on purpose. All those cooking with the kings were bad. Oh, okay.
He purposely poured the grease down the fucking toilet and all that
Oh,
shit.
yes. He
Yeah.
purposely threw away half the meat. Okay, got it. Got it.
You know, of
The
me-
whole poorly cooking with a king is just like a shield from criticism. So he can say, oh yeah, you think this video is bad and I'm cooking bad. Well, it's supposed to be bad. It's called poorly cooking.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I
Making
intentionally
you that
right,
fucked up
like-
like grilled cheese sandwich.
Yep.
Yeah. Like making the cup noodle by pouring it into a cup and then pouring a whole.
Yeah.
Like instead of just getting a fucking kettle or something.
He was an
When
innovator.
there's like a
back then.
counter full of jugs there.
To be
He was
fair, that was a
innovating.
DSP tries it. That wasn't
Yeah.
a cooking.
Was
with the
that
king.
not a polar cooking with the Okay. I rescind my comment.
Yes, thank you.
bad food on purpose.
He meant to burn the meatballs. Yes, he did mean to burn those meatballs in his sauce.
Some
Nice
people like
callback.
the char, okay? Some people like a
Yeah.
nice char on the meat.
I enjoy some char, absolutely.
Right?
Some people
Okay.
like tomato sauce to be sweet.
Now I
Yeah.
get 300 views on an average video. So I'm not at the same level as Maximilian Dude, so I can't just play whatever I want. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
Whose fault is that?
Sorry,
Life's
but
not
I
fair,
have
I
to do
guess.
something here publicly today.
Uh-oh.
B.I.
Here we go. Back to the
Okay.
point. Back to the point while we're watching this
Okay,
video.
yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Sorry, but I have to do something here publicly today.
Uh-oh.
BITW awesome. Listen, you're a longtime viewer, and you comment on a lot of videos, and you actually are a very positive part of certain streams. But you also say the weirdest fucking shit, and particularly you say a lot about my wife, and I've had enough. You have to fucking stop right now. I'm saying it now publicly
By the
in front
way,
of everyone here.
the comment he made was about Princess Peach is gonna make Cat jealous. That was all he
that
said.
was it. Legitimate comment.
Yeah,
Now, of
I
course, this will
agree.
be clipped and go viral. You are a weirdo when it comes to talking about my fucking wife. No one wants to see you on every video say romance Catherine like a weirdo. No one wants
So
to see
it's funny though that there was no problem with that.
Oh.
That's 99% of his shtick right there is romance Catherine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why was now
At
all
the
of a
start
sudden?
of his stream as well.
Yeah, now that's a problem. I mean,
Was it start of ours?
I don't know. I'm assuming he might have done it here. He hang out in Detractor Beam as well and does it. I don't know if it's
oh
the
yeah,
same
yeah,
person.
yeah.
Yeah.
He must be must have so many tabs open because every stream, it doesn't matter who the fuck it is.
Yeah.
He's there.
On my videos.
Yeah.
I've got a
Yeah,
couple
there you
comments
go.
from him, yeah.
Yeah, he is on the search endlessly.
you say something in the
Right.
chat.
I mean, like my
he's
thing
gonna
is-
be in the chat right now. I'm disappointed almost, really.
I know, yeah, let us know you're in here, BITW.
Yeah, type romance marked one in the chat if you're here, dude.
You know, I
Well,
think
like, the point,
Or,
the point is,
or
like-
post a comment to let us know you watched this part of the video.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
timestamp this bit. But like I always think that the more disproportionate the response Phil has to something, the closer to the truth it is. And I think this is a great example of it. There's definitely something about Catherine being jealous of other video game women.
Oh, you think?
Because otherwise,
100%.
he
Yeah.
wouldn't have snapped like this.
that's
He
a good
would not
point.
have snapped like this.
I think that, and also the fact that romance Catherine, like I thought he would hate that from the start, but for some
Yeah, he's
reason
let
it
it
got
go.
past his thing. Yeah, and I think that
Yeah.
kind of he doesn't like that connotation. Now we're finally getting the truth come
As
out.
Peach.
But
You're
then again,
fucking
go ahead.
he
an
used to approve because he manually approves all the comments on his videos, and this
Yeah.
guy's comments are all the time approved.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Maybe I
wonder
guess.
why that day specifically he just like thought, fuck this guy.
Yeah, you know?
Well, I agree with what Steve said. Basically, I do think there's something very true in what the guy said.
Mhm.
And you think just that day in particular, maybe like, yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
ahead, dude. My wife
Fucking
isn't
ahead.
like that. She doesn't know who you are or what the fuck you're talking about.
Like that matters, right? Like
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I didn't notice that bit. She doesn't know who the fuck you are. Like, I don't think he's like.
Do you think he was legitimately trying to romance her, like with those
Yeah.
words? Like,
Hey, honey, did I ever mention BITW
What?
to you?
This is interesting
No.
because I don't have any idea. What sort of comments or what things did he type in chat when she was on the stream with him recently?
ooh, now that's a deep dive for another day.
I
Did he
forgot.
say anything?
You're gonna have to write a little note and look into that on another date. See
Yeah,
if he was typing
Timestamp this
different
as well,
things.
mate.
yeah.
You have to shut the fuck up about my wife. You're
Okay.
obviously obsessed with her.
See, that's
And you need to stop.
don't get ahead of yourself. He's obsessed with any girl that's ever on stream. Actually, honestly, because he'll say romance whenever he's playing like a fighting game. He'll say romance Cammy, and when she shows up, he's just a very romance style person.
He's a very interesting individual.
Maybe
yeah.
the SP would like him more if he was called BBW Awesome.
Ah, yes.
Because I'll just make more accounts, and I will ban every one of them.
Uh-oh.
I don't care. You can make 5,000 accounts. I'll ban 5,001. If you don't behave,
Oh yeah. By the way, he clapped back in chat. He said, "I'll just make new accounts." I think he's made like 1,000 accounts. So he said that, and
Yeah.
Philip, of course, is trying to, that iron fist is being raised here.
I'm going to fucking remove you.
Oh.
You're creepy, dude. And it's weird because sometimes you're actually very positive when
Yeah.
it comes to certain playthroughs, and then other times you're the
You
biggest
give me
fucking
money.
creep. You have to understand there's a line that's drawn, and you're crossing the line when you're talking about my wife. So I'm going to publicly say it now. Shut the fuck up about my wife. If you put her name in your mouth again,
That's a weird way to say this, by the way. I know he loves saying this, like put my name in my. He loves putting
Yeah.
stuff in his mouth,
He
but
went full Will Smith on him, didn't he?
he kind
Yeah,
of he loves saying the in my mouth thing. That's like his power move here.
Where
I'm going
food
to
goes,
permit-
that's fine.
Yeah.
yeah.
permanently
That's a-
ban you every fucking time I
message.
see you on site. Period.
Also, he's not saying it. He's just
On site.
there. You go.
There you go.
But he's typing it though, Phil.
So
By the way, there was
a
a godlike edit of the Will Smith clip that says, "Keep fucking my wife's mouth." It's infinitely better than the original. Infinitely,
Nice.
it's so good.
Dark side Will.
this guy is fucking weird as shit.
Talk about my wife, please.
He subsequently got banned, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's been.
How about this?
I've seen him back though again.
Oh yeah.
He came back the next day. I don't know if it was the same account or not. And
Oh, yeah.
before the stream had started, he said "romance Catherine" in the chat, and then
Yeah.
I think he got
He got
Yeah.
banned before. Yeah, it was there like because Phil puts up the streams like day before. He was there very early. Romance Catherine. It lasted all the way until Philip is like, "Hey guys, setting up the stream." That's when it got banned. So it was there for hours. You know, Philip's not checking on it. So
How about you publicly apologize?
there we
right now
go.
for your
Apologize,
behavior,
apologize, fetish.
and then we can
Yeah.
say this is
Yeah,
water under the
grovel,
bridge.
bitch.
I admit I've been really creepy and weird for years. This is now water under the
You have
bridge.
to say that part.
And
Yeah,
we'll just
don't
move
just,
on
say, you don't
positive.
just say sorry, like proper debase yourself.
Say you've been a fucking asshole
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
months and years.
But if you're going
Cruel,
to
bitch.
continue the awful behavior, I'm
definitely.
going to fucking remove you.
Okay, great.
And I have to do this publicly because people see this every day on my streams. They see it every day in my video comments.
And no
they
one
look at it,
cares
they
except-
say, what the fuck? You
No,
guys
nope.
don't even know. This
No.
guy leaves.
Nope, no one cares. He's giving you
No, we do
engagement.
know. How's he about to say, you guys don't know this guy leaves this many comments, and also say, people see it all the time. People see all
yeah,
the comments.
yeah.
There we go.
Endless amounts of comments on my videos that I delete. Gross shit about my wife. I'm like, what
Yeah,
the
right.
fuck are you saying?
Yeah,
Right.
right.
What? Okay,
No.
say a lot of things about BAT to be awesome. I've never seen him say anything close to
No,
gross.
no.
He
Ever.
doesn't
I
say
agree.
fuck cat in the pussy or whatever on the
No, he
comments.
says
doesn't say
romance,
shit
which is
like
very
that,
romantic, actually. He's a
Yeah.
gentleman. He's a gentleman.
You fucking weirdo. How do you not understand that's crossing the line? I don't get it. How do you not know that?
There we
Take her
go.
out to dinner.
Yeah. Big ups to Hate Army for that one, for that clip of the BITW awesome. Well, he's gone for now, but not forgotten. Big ups to CTC Jackie, who says, question for everyone. Why do you think Derek insists obsessively with the correct pronunciation of his name to the cam girls, but doesn't do it to DSP? He obsesses over certain questions, but never about his name. All right, Mark Twain, you are the expert, Derek, here. What do you think here?
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrifying. Although I have seen quite a lot of interaction from him, haven't I? Yeah.
Yes, that's what you're
I
known
think
for.
probably it's probably just part of the sexual element that he gets at, that he used to get at the girls or whatever. It's probably
Mhm.
something to do with that. You know, like people like that, don't they? Like he used to ask, like again, not that I want to revisit too much, but he used to ask for specific things, like saying his name, coming on their face and shit like that.
Yes.
Like he used to like. So I think it's probably part of that. He don't really care about DSP saying the name. He just wants to probably just get him like answer his dumb fucking questions about the game and that. He got him the other day, didn't he? He said like, "Why do you say like?" Derek asked him some question, and he was like, "It wasn't the recent game that was just rubbish." He said, "How do you think the game's going? We're not playing it." There was something else, and he literally said to him, "You asked the stupidest questions."
Yeah.
Or you asked the most inane questions. It's like a week ago or something.
Like he asked,
Yeah,
you're right. He said like, you asked the weirdest questions, like if I'm tired doing a lot of stuff. Like, of course I'm tired, Derek.
And Derek just comes straight, but yeah, that's it. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I think it's probably just part of the sex thing. That's what it is.
All right, Steve,
I mean,
what's your
at
expert
least
take on
with
this?
Phil.
Yeah.
Like, because Phil just outright said, no, I'm not pronouncing your name properly, I don't care. But with Phil, he needs like a different sort of attention. He needs like an almost social sort of interaction of the acknowledgement of, okay, I see what you said, here's my answer. And that's what he needs from Phil, whereas what he gets from Cam Girls is something very, very different. And so it's a different urge driving it. It's still the same sort of basic, I need an acknowledgement that I exist from you, but there's more sexual undertones there.
Have you shown them new pictures of him on the arm machine at some point?
No.
Oh God,
You can search those out. I'm not
Yeah,
showing them here, but he's out and about. What was he doing? Was he out like a fair?
One of them
I
he was
thought-
at the cinema, wasn't he?
Invention.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, there was one.
And one of them
He's
is
out
holding
living life.
some little fucking thing. It's a horrendous. Not, I mean,
Nice
obviously it's not
cream.
horrendous versus some, but it's a relatively creepy picture. Given like if you've seen the things that he posts on the internet, he's holding this little thing, and he's like, you just want like a rock to fall on his head in the picture or something like, immediately.
like most of us try not to think about him being out in public.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
being
yeah.
around
No, for
other
real,
people.
for
So,
real.
Yeah.
like,
To
honestly.
see it.
Yep. So big ups to Eric Newton, who says Phil will take one look at step 1 of the Lego instructions and be like, "What do I do? Chat, help me out." So we'll see if Lego's actually going to happen someday. I don't know.
He complained about no. I'm sure he's complained about like IKEA furniture at some point as well, and the instructions specifically not having words, and it's like it's gonna it's just gonna be awful.
He's got to blame the developers, like for like wrong piece, like corner a little bit, like look at this, look at developers, what happened? But anyway,
The worst been in business for like what 30 years or something like that. As one of the most popular toys, like multi-billion-dollar successful.
Oh God, yeah.
And you say they completely fucked it up. What are they doing? Idiots. Yeah.
The worst bit's going to be that he's going to call them Legos rather than just
Legos.
Yeah.
Big ups to Joe Dub, who says BBC. I thought we weren't supposed to romance Cat. Yes, we weren't supposed to romance Cat anymore with the BBC. Copeside Phil says no. It's the fact that he doesn't have a personality that people like, and he has no charisma at all, and has nothing to do with popularity. Copeside Phil talking about why DSP is not on the level of Maximilian Dude or all these other content creators that are invited to go to Evo and even get paid to be there, which Philip, would enjoy more than anything else on this fucking earth. But yeah, I do love that Justin Wong and Daigo both got the Impact Award for just like career accomplishments. Hopefully someone brings it up today and we can get a good reaction from it, but we'll see. He might just ignore it because that fucking hurts, Just for being you, here's an award, Justin Wong. Yeah. Thanks for being you.
He'll probably turn it into something. If he mentions it, he'll turn it into something about himself, won't he?
Yeah.
Or if he has a moan
the
about
conversation straight back to himself.
If he has a moan about like this generation always needing participation trophies or something like that, that'll be where it comes from.
It's gonna be so awesome. All right, by the way, let's go into someone mentioned in chat. So let's follow that up. How about we get into the Jordan stuff here? All right, so a little recap on the Jordan nonsense. So Stardew Valley stream started out with a bang because there was someone named Jordan dropping buco bucks on the Stardew streams. $100 one time, I think, $50, whatever, lots of money. Stardew streamed all appeared to be very supportive, right? Very supportive streams. Everyone loves this, even though it really was 2 or 3 people. Then there was a certain assassination attempt over here in the 48 in the lower 48 states of America, and there was a problem. Philip was going to go Stardew that night, but then decided against it the last second. So what did Jordan say? He said no Stardew in chat. He said no Stardew tonight. Peace, and he left, and he did not support that. Well, then Jordan reached out. We have proof of this from Duty, that he reached out to Duty streams first. All right, that is a key part of the story. Is Jordan reached out to Duty, right? Duty then talked about Philip. As you do, talk about Philip. Basically told him about stuff. And Jordan did not come back after that. Okay, so
important.
Yes, please.
He also directed him to a certain video about Duty.
About what? Yes, about the yes. Mm-hmm. And then Duty. Then everyone's saying in chat too. You guys are right. He did show up in Raw's chat, Raw Phil's chat. He showed up in some places, and then of course
they deprogrammed him.
Yes, they deprogrammed him.
So
let's watch
that scene where they pull Neo out of the Matrix.
Yeah. So then Philip had a few rants during the stream about it too. It's not just about because the Stardew Valley stream was slow, and of course people in chat were saying, "Oh, it's too bad Jordan's gone." Philip got pissed about that, and here's him talking about that on the Daily Wrap. Let's go.
That really wasn't very fun. It also, again, was a second straight Street Fighter stream that was not well supported. I didn't even hit $30 in tips.
Nice music.
Very few super chats. I don't even think we got a new member today. Nothing. At all. So now, I put all this effort into trying to get better at Street Fighter, because that was the discussion we had a couple months ago, was the only way I'm going to get better is to focus on one character. Mm-hmm. I've now played Bison for like 25 hours. I've gotten good with him. I'm definitely getting better and improving. And now the attendance and support It's fallen off. And the fun
fallen
is
off.
characters, I never get.
Wait.
Now we're faced with the fact that Capcom fucked up.
All right, getting past the Street
Suck.
Fighter. There we
Oh
go.
yeah, Capcom fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Capcom fuck. Well, yeah, we're not getting to the start of the
like
Street
that as
Fighter
weird.
shit, but yeah, hang on. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes it even more frustrating when this is my first stream of the week, and it's a dud. You know,
Like that
when it comes
matters?
to-
Oh yeah. Also, Evo's
First-
just a tournament.
First stream of the week, and okay, that matters. What number stream? Anyways, let's go.
Usually, you get more viewers, less viewers today.
Yep.
And support was pretty dead. So
Uh-oh.
I don't know what to do to fix that. You know, like I want feedback. I don't know what you think I could do to fix it, if I even could. But yeah, it was pretty disheartening.
Okay.
That make matters even worse.
Here we go.
Tonight was a late night chill stream in Stardew Valley.
Oh, cool.
And this typically was the stream that we would do after a stressful day and have fun. And we did, by the way.
Stressful
2 hours
day.
of fun, lots of progress. It's the fall now. We planted all new crops, started harvesting them, got really deep in the mine. We're actually past level 100 now. I think we're like 105.
And then
Almost to the
Stardew got
bottom,
too
which
stressful,
currently
by the
is
way, as well.
Oh yeah, Stardust too
too much.
stressful.
Yeah.
20. We're seeing new things in the mine. That's cool. Completing community quests. Actually got to do my first fishing trip, which was nice. We hadn't fished at all in the fall so far. So we got stuff done, but
I did my, you know the game.
Unsolicited fishing trip.
If you know the game Stardew, that's an amazing comment. We got to do my first fishing trip of the fall. There's no difference. You just do fishing.
awful support again. And
Oh
this is
no!
the first Stardew
Here we
stream
go.
where we didn't even come close to hitting a tier 1 tips goal. Super chats, not even good, and
Uh-oh.
0 members.
Uh-oh.
So we went from Stardew Valley being my most supported
Because
streams
of one
the
person
week,
is
like,
the
no
key point.
exaggeration. People were coming out in droves saying, "Wow, this is great. Phil's playing this."
In
droves.
We have people saying this is awesome. People are
He'll
naming
take,
their
like,
babies
literally
Stardew.
Two people
Yeah.
to him is in droves.
Yes, 2 people is droves.
You
Yes,
finally play it, and it's faded away, and I don't know why.
yes, you do.
People haven't said the gameplay's bad. People haven't said my commentary's bad. People feel like
I
it's
love this, by the
fine,
way. He
dude.
says people haven't said my gameplay is bad. People haven't said my commentary is bad. If either of those things are mentioned in chat, what happens? They're banned on site.
Exactly.
So-
Or he humiliates them and then bans them.
Yeah. So what are we? How are we supposed to say that? Okay. Yeah. Phil, your gameplay's falling off here. Okay. Try that and see what happens.
hanging out with me. So what happened? It's nothing that I've changed, okay? And before someone said, "Oh, it was only one person,"
Here we
completely
go.
false. In fact, there was one person who was very supportive of this the first week. They tipped a bunch, and they actually got into like a cheer war, and then they have been gone and haven't even attended a start.
Oh, bro.
So that's baloney, but it isn't.
That's baloney. And by the way, he didn't mention their name, but he did on the during the stream. He was very clear about saying Jordan, but now he's saying that person.
I don't know what to. I think
What's funny
you
is he
want my
likes to
opinion.
sometimes play dumb and pretend like he's not keeping as much track of it or their names or whatever. He's not caring and is totally like sort of going over his head. It's to the side whilst he's playing the game. But when he does bits like this, you can see that he's paying attention to all this shit well close. Someone gives him a lot of money or it's anything, little things changed about this. He notices, dude, like he's paying attention
Instantly.
to this shit all the time.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
He keeps
He-
tabs of regular PayPig's email addresses so other people don't impersonate them.
Yeah,
he probably
yeah,
even knows
yeah.
their names on
Yeah.
PayPal.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Oh hell yeah. He knows.
And by the way, earlier in this video, there's a nuclear cope. It's actually the fun part of him talking about Jordan is earlier in this video
Okay.
during the Stardew Valley segment.
okay, hold on. Let me find the Stardew Valley segment then. Okay, while playing Stardew Valley, Meerkat.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start it. Let's start it again. See if we get there. Here we go.
Game. Someone was saying this is in the game. It is.
Oh yeah.
You guys want some Squire
there's a
Stone?
hat that's similar to the hat you must see in Stardew. Please tip.
Oh, yeah.
If you like that, there's a similar hat that I have in my physical possession. Please tip.
holding
It
it.
actually corresponds to the game now. It's
Like
the same
with a
color
dog
and
or
everything. It's
something
literally
like that.
metallic
It's
with
the
a red
same
mohawk.
color and everything.
What were the chances it would be exactly the same? Yeah, there's the emo.
There's
what were
the emo,
chances it was
dude.
exactly the same?
You love this.
Right.
Dude,
Please tip.
Wow, that's
Right,
completely
right,
It's a
right,
coincidence.
right.
Give
Cut,
me
cut.
$100.
But what are the fucking like? What is the chance that it's the same? He says about a hat when previously he's gone, "Hey, this isn't a Nazi hat. This is a pilot's hat. A lot of people have worn a hat like this. It's almost like Phil that knight's hat was a standard for a very long time."
Yeah.
Oh, What are the odds that a knight's hat also looks like another knight's hat?
Whoa! What the fuck? Whoa!
All right, well,
Uh-oh.
this is a good opportunity to split the part.
Uh-oh,
When I come back,
guys.
we'll have another
Midstream bag. Uh-huh.
hour here of Stardew Valley. I hope that you guys are enjoying. I will see you soon. Okay, I have to pee. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to run and use the
Here we
restroom. I'll
go.
be right back, and then we'll continue, guys. Now, guys, listen.
Uh-oh, now guys.
Today,
Yeah, see, the now, like, he can't fully say bye to the now guys, but he knows it's a meme. So now he just says it faster. So he just says, now guys, I know. Like it used to be, now guys. That's gone
He
now,
did
though.
a
Now
good
we
one. He did a good one the other day. It was so good. I did have to stop and have a little laugh at it because it was like one of a perfectly formed now guys. It was like maybe just during the week at some point because you are right. Like he does pay attention. He knows there's certain things he says that people laugh at 100%. So yeah, certain things like they just become funny, and then you notice he just cuts down on it. You're like, where did that go? Because again, they're either telling him or he's so weird and egotistical that he is searching shit out and semi-watching stuff and seeing what people are laughing at because he just can't help it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he knows. He knows.
He doesn't mention us anymore.
Yeah. Nope.
No. Okay, I have to pee. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to run and use the restroom. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue, guys.
All right.
Now, guys, listen.
Uh-oh.
Earlier today, I had an incredibly
Now, guys,
slow
listen.
Street Fighter stream. I didn't even make $30. Here we are halfway through Stardew, and we're stacking up to have another incredibly slow stream. I don't know what's going on.
Uh-oh.
These streams were doing well. People
Wonder
were liking
why.
them. People were supporting them. I didn't change. It's the content's still the same. It's good. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh,
It's good.
your content's still the same. It's good,
Dude.
you know.
This is almost word for word the same as what a Kitchen Nightmares owner would say in the TV show Kitchen Nightmares. Like I don't have any customers, but the food is good. It's still like it hasn't changed since
Well, this idea of
1963.
critiquing yourself, like this is good because I say it is. Like,
Yeah.
That's all he ever seems to do. Or he says we have a discussion or we have a dialogue. He doesn't. He picks out one thing in 100 chat messages that agrees with him, whilst he basically talks to himself for an hour and says, "Okay, that's what we're going to do." That's all the agreement he needs.
Yep.
If you could support tonight,
And,
I would really appreciate it.
By the way,
Go
real
ahead.
quick, since he brought up the earlier Street Fighter stream, we're probably not going to talk about that, but it was incredible.
Yeah.
Man, he lost a bunch of points, he lost a bunch of matches, and it was slow as hell. And he spent so much time coping and seething and being pissed off. It was absolutely outrageous.
That's one of
And
those
also,
days.
I restreamed it, so you can go watch that instead.
Yes. And that's the one where he said, I got to play one more match and did like 3 more and then lost them all. And then finally he just said, okay, I got to go. Is that
Yeah,
one? I believe
literally.
that was. Yeah.
Exactly, that was the same stream. That's what made it so good. Because he had this whole like gamblers moment, you know, the gamblers mentality where you have to leave out on a win. And he played like 4 extra sets and lost every single one and dropped points.
It's like,
about to say
it's part of that as well. It's ego as well. He's got such an ego.
And so much of it is
amazing.
tied up in Street Fighter. Just can't let it go. But 4 sets. So we're not just talking like 3 matches and that was
No,
it.
no.
Like,
Sets, yeah.
3 different opponents. Holy shit.
He's waiting for the win to leave on,
6
like,
matches.
a 10-year-old, but all right.
It would be great to not have an insanely bad day.
It'd be
So
great,
if you
dude.
like the stream, please support it in some way. I'll be right back.
Okay, whew, getting up. Look at that. The Tommy Bahama shirt, rocking and rolling
Strength
with
of
the
that
shorts.
Okay, he slowly like feeds himself in sideways, like so unceremoniously.
All right, guys. Another chance to
We ready
beg
to resume,
here.
guys.
Quickly checks for money.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's. I love the excuses.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I heard there's an internet outage across the country. That's probably why. No. No.
Absolutely confirmed to be true. I'm not saying that affected his tips, but that was something that happened.
It
It
was,
did affect
I-
a lot of banks as well, didn't it?
it
Affected
all
a lot
had-
of like banks. Sorry. man.
Yeah, literally what you just said. It affected like corporate environments, not like
Yeah, yeah.
actual private
Uh-huh.
people.
But not that he anything that like he doesn't even give that a chance of being true. No research, no nothing. No, that's not true. What are you talking
No.
about? No, that did literally happen. But all right.
The
No.
economy isn't bad.
It's not
People are
why.
having ice
It's
cream.
not why it's a
Can't have
slow
any
day.
games
There's no
when it comes
internet
to the
outage
money. We've
all
got to be
day.
all business.
Yes, I'm sure. That's of course what it is. No, I'll be honest. We started playing
Uh-oh.
this 3 weeks ago, a month ago, And I think it was something fresh and interesting and cool when I started playing it, right? And I still like it a lot. I'm enjoying how we're in the 3rd season, and it's still new stuff being added and stuff. But there was a few people who really liked it, who at first were coming by every stream supporting it, and they stopped. You know, you got one person who sadly is very impressionable, gullible person, gets messaged by one of my detractors,
Not
and
true.
immediately must feel special that someone's going out of their way to message them.
This is false. Duty showed the receipts on this. That person messaged Duty first.
Believes every word the detractor says, and then literally says, "I'm going to now do everything I can to like hurt Phil and his viewers and stuff." It's like, what? What is your problem?
Bro.
You're nuts.
See,
Like,
again, I've paid
a
attention to a lot of this stuff, and I didn't know this. He knows all this stuff, like the day it happens. Like, it's mental.
And you know, that's a very good question in chat from Greg of the Lake. Was he gullible and impressionable when he was a DSP supporter?
Exactly. That's what you're saying about your audience when you say that. You are literally saying you're all gullible. You just happen to have fallen under my spell as opposed to anybody else's.
Yeah.
The problem is not.
It's just insulting as well. Yeah.
Oh, God,
You can make your mind up and change your mind at points. You're allowed to grow. You know, and he's like, no, you're just gullible. You've just been taken in by it. You can't have like assessed the facts.
To how much anger was there as well under the surface for that dude. Like, it's just someone he barely knows, or give him like a few $100. Just think, all right, if you don't like me, you don't like me. Like, sorry, like, but like it's just seething away there under the surface, like unprompted, like or whatever.
It just because Southern Craig got the same treatment, by the way. You know, he's an asshole. He was all cool guy. They were friends all the time. But till we listened to detractors, and that's the problem. Listen to detractors means you hate DSP. That's what in the mind, right? If you talk to a detractor, that means you hate DSP and want him to fail, just because you heard the other side of things, right?
It's reminded me of Snow Carl, like when he'd scold Snow Carl for coming into detractor chats and like getting ideas into his head. And he'd be all like, I know what Snow Carl's like. I've had to talk to him a couple of times about this and all this. Like, how fucking dare you insult your audience like that? You're just a child. I have to control you. Don't go over there. It's bad. You know, don't touch the hot stove. It's naughty.
Remember when OIC went on, did some podcast, right? Didn't they? I forget who interviewed. Was it Proper?
Yeah, it was Agent Proper.
Yeah. And Philip, remember Philip stopped the stream. Oh, man, what are you doing that for, man? If that wasn't OIC, that person would be out. You know, they're just out of their life. But OIC is a little too important for Philip back in those days, you know? What are you doing that for, man? Come on, man. You know? But
I might be wrong, but I believe there was something about that in the DSP Discord leaks. Because I think I have some kind of vague recollection that he was crying about it.
Yeah.
He didn't like
something. In the posts that Agent Proper put up in the album, all the screen caps of his.
Yeah, it's something. I'm trying to put together a long stream about the Discord leaks because like there's no one place where they're all like, this is everything that was said there, connecting them.
Was where it'd be like 2 or 3 days, and he would at everyone, which was I can't remember how many people was in there total, but he would just post in there at everyone. It's quiet in here. Where have you guys been?
Where are you guys?
This is someone who, by the way, is supposed to have like a super busy life, and he works, and he's got a wife and a family, and they have to run errands and do stuff on their one day off between like streaming and making money and like working hard and talking to the chat. He's just sitting there over night time, like dangling his legs, thinking, "What's everyone been doing? Why aren't they talking to me?" On his fucking Discord.
It's so funny that the maximum amount of people in that Discord is like 8.
Yeah,
that's all it's there.
And he wants them to be on call constantly. It's like his
all
subjects.
The time, telling them about their lives. They've got to ask him about what he's been doing.
Oh, my favorite thing was when they were
you change your
like hyped about his upcoming event. Like, I can't wait for this film. I'm so hyped for it. Like, literally the same as every other event.
I can't wait for DSP. DSP. The name's so good, Phil.
Talking, food, maybe a tier list.
Yeah,
it's the same. Yeah, I'm fucking hyped.
Let's finish this one.
Attitude towards someone.
Oh, here we go.
Like if a detractor messages you and you change your entire attitude towards someone, literally because someone sent you a DM.
Here we go.
You should probably seek medical help.
Wow.
Like, speak to a professional about that. If you're sitting here enjoying the content and we have a good rapport and we're hanging out and you like everything I'm doing, just because someone messaged you with a bunch of slanderous lies that you believe because you're gullible. Like, you should go seek professional help. You know? So I think that's what happened is there was a couple people who really liked this and they supported it at first.
Like me,
but, you know, they're not going to be here
Yes, that's the long and short of
every
it.
time. And then there's one or two people who, sadly, a lot of people, you know, my detractors really want to try to create drama for me. So what they do is they go out of their way to try to make supporters not like me anymore. So first they try to essentially recruit them, and if they can't recruit them, then they harass them, dox them, and do other underhanded awful things.
Okay, hold on.
Yep.
Has he ever
Go
thought
ahead.
why is it so easy to make people not like him? Because I mean, if he was as he claims he is, it would be pretty hard to convince somebody to dislike him.
Yeah.
And why is his chat not full of people that are saying, "Oh, I used to watch such and such, but now I've come to your stream and you're not a complete cunt, and you clearly didn't spend all that money on WWE champions."
Yeah.
His audience is dwindling.
So if you do anything, if you talk to a detractor, that means you are mentally ill. If you don't, if you just believe what they say over what I say, if you don't believe me, you're mentally ill. So cool.
Shit,
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I think that's what's happened, sadly, with the Stardew streams. If you remember, when we started playing this a month ago or whatever, these were my most supported streams I was doing. Remember that, right?
Remember this? What is a normal viewer supposed to do with that information? Oh, okay. So should I tip more, or what?
Yeah.
Where do I come into this?
Making like tier 2 tip goals every night.
Okay.
These were like my big things while I was playing other games that weren't doing so well. This was actually supporting everything. Now it looks like it's completely flipped. And if that's the case, then I probably can't play Stardew that much anymore. Like, if we're going to have nights where I'm making $15 an entire night, then I have to play other games. We have to move on.
Oh, no.
Okay? So let's see how it goes for the rest of tonight. Certainly, I hope it picks up. I don't know if it's going to.
That's just straight up. I am not asking anymore. I am telling. If I don't get money now, this game is gone. Make your choice, chat.
And just the one person as well. Like, he specifically calls out the one person, basically says, this one guy was paying for this game, and now he's not, so it's gone. Not like kind of like unnecessarily baiting himself as well for somebody else that's got 500 quid to blow that wants to see him play some game and dangle it in front of him for a little while just for a laugh. Like, come on, man. Then see him squirm afterwards because on the night stream they just give him $5 or something.
But if it doesn't, then we have to reevaluate.
Reevaluate,
you know,
dude.
We just have to. We have to
reevaluation. Yeah.
Oh, the business terms are the best.
What's your next move then?
It's sad.
It's
because I hate to say it.
I hate to say it means I love to say it. Let's go.
I'm not doing anything. If you haven't noticed, I'm doing the same
I'm not doing anything.
content. I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm having a good time. We're interacting. Other people's attitudes change because of outside factors that I don't control. The quality of the stream has not gone down. I haven't streamed less frequently. In fact, despite the fact that I have a lot of stressful things going on in my life right now, I've stayed consistent with the content I'm putting out. I've done my best. Yeah, there's been a few times
No,
when
it's
I had to
actually
shuffle
crazy.
things around.
You know what? Whenever he says outside factors I can't control, he literally just means the public opinion. He would love to control what people believe about him, what people think about him, but he just can't. And it's so pissed off.
The worst bit is, like, you can control public opinion of yourself by not being a cock.
Yeah.
You know, if you're like an all right person, people think that he's an all right person. And, you know, they can tell through your words and actions. That's the problem here, Phil.
Yeah, he just doesn't
your
like
words
the
and
fact
actions
it's
do
reactive.
not
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
He can't change that.
And the thing, the crazy point is here of all this whole thing is Philip is trying to encourage you, a viewer, pretend you're a normal person. I know it's tough, but you're watching a Philip stream, a gaming stream. This person is trying to get you to give them money by saying, I've been consistent in terms of putting out videos on other days. I'm watching a video right now. What does that matter to me, brother? What? It's all pity farming. All this other shit that should not matter when you're watching entertaining content. He's just stuffing it into this. That takes away from the entertaining point of the thing you're supposed to do right now. It's, you know? So he's bringing in so much other stuff that makes it less entertaining for the person watching now who you should be worried about. In the hopes that one of them will say, you know what, I do feel bad for this dude. Here's $5. That's amazing life you created for yourself, Philip. It's amazing.
He absolutely knows this too. He absolutely knows that he can't just rely on chilling and playing video games, and he can have a business off of that.
he definitely knows that. Good point.
Again, taking the position of like,
you don't know how bad I want the part-time job arc. Like so, so bad, so bad. I want to hear him moaning about the other human beings he has to interact with. I want people to tell his work the things he says about them on stream. I want all of that, bro. I want all of
I
that.
had to put mayonnaise on a
As he
burger
gets
instead of
older and more cantankerous and more fucking set in his ways. Like, imagine mid-40s, he has to work, let's say, 2 days a week in some sort of like easy job he can do to make some weird, like, stable income to pay something. Oh God, dude.
And you know, he's gonna end up sneak dissing everybody he works with, but he's not gonna say specifically. So it's gonna be all very vague. It's like, sometimes in life there's people that tell you to stock the shelves, and then if you don't do it fast enough, they get a very weird attitude.
Exactly. The possibilities are endless, bro. If he has to go out there into the world.
Yep. Go ahead, Steve. You're gonna say something.
To take the position of like your average viewer watching this, thinking like, well, I was going to tip him a couple of quid, but now why should I? Because the moment I stop, he's going to be like this with me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would that make me want to give you money? I don't.
You're signing a contract. You better keep that shit coming, dude. It's not a one-time thing.
But I'm doing my absolute best.
Okay, so you're doing your best.
Here and be here and put out the content that you guys have been asking for. And like I said, at first Stardew, everyone loved it. So what happened?
Irrelevant.
Right?
Irrelevant.
How do you get such a flip? We're now went from the most supported stream I was doing all week to this. And by the way, if you remember, I didn't take advantage of that either. Like when
oh yeah, this is so good. I heard this. This is so great.
Bro,
okay, listen to this angel. Listen to this angel. You've heard of Mother Teresa? Well, we're going level 2 on Mother Teresa in terms of kindness, in terms of wanting the best for the world right here. Get ready. You've never seen, you heard of Mr. Beast charity? Oh, fuck Mr. Beast. Listen to this. This is real charity right here. Get ready.
To flip, we're now went from the most supported stream I was doing all week to this. And by the way, if you remember, I didn't take advantage of that either. Like when at first it was doing super well, I was like, now I could easily just play Stardew nonstop like every night, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to milk people for support just because it's doing well. We're going to have a balance. And that's what I did. Right? I had a nice imbalance over the course of the month, so that way it wasn't overload. It didn't feel like I was trying to take advantage of anyone, you know.
Amazing. All right, so go ahead, Steve. Amazing.
Is this before or after he held up the night hat and went, look, what are the odds it's the same?
That's after that, sir, after.
Because I think that counts as like taking advantage of...
But I guess it didn't work, so it doesn't count.
Yes.
Okay, right.
And I love, he wants credit. If you like how I didn't attempt to milk you by playing this game more, the game that, you know, assumingly you wanted because you're watching me now, please tip. Yeah. What is that comment? If you want to see the game, you want to see more. Go ahead.
Yeah. Does that mean that just because now he's saying that he's not going to milk him, back when he was playing Baldur's Gate 3 every day for like 2 weeks, he was milking people?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, absolutely.
People wanted it, but then they didn't.
God.
It's all right. It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to be fair, and, you know, I don't know. I guess
I was trying to be fair. I was trying to be fair to who?
Trying to be fair.
I was trying to be fair. What does that mean?
Person and trying to do the right thing always blows up in my face.
Weirdly half admitting there he kind of does want to do that. He's kind of thinking maybe I should do that and just get the money out of it because I need the money because I'm a business.
Yeah. I will play this game every night, and isn't that what people want, actually? If you do want to see Phil play Stardew, you want him to do it every night, so then you don't tip, because that's a chance he might try to milk you. All right. I don't know what's going on.
This person.
Yeah.
What does that entail? What were you doing to make it fair to them?
Yeah.
Right, maybe I should have just played this nonstop.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Maybe I should have milked you then. That's what he said.
Good. Yeah.
Always blows up in my face. Right? Maybe I should have just played this nonstop.
Yeah, do it, dude.
Right?
Don't threaten us
now,
with a good time.
it looks like it's dying out. It sucks. I like this game. Don't get me wrong. I really like it.
Uh-huh.
But just to forewarn
Sounds
everyone,
like it.
yeah, I cannot have a game where every time I play it, I make 10, 15 bucks. And that's why with Street Fighter, it's also looking like with Street Fighter, we're hitting that point. So it looks like that might have to be phased out a bunch too, and find other things to do.
What?
You know?
Where are you
And it
running to
sucks.
next?
Like Street Fighter, but I got to do things
What's
that are
the
going to pay
next
the
bot
bills.
game?
This isn't just my
What's
hobby.
next? What's going to save our business next?
Yeah.
This is also my
Game
job. I
Pass.
have a family I'm
we
trying
had
to
the one
support.
game we waited
have
for
to
after
be
literally
doing
an hour of playing it.
Yeah, we didn't get to that. Yeah, that whole game
that
he
was-
hyped up
yeah,
for a
yeah.
week.
Oh,
Hyped
yeah,
that
that
shit
one's
out of that game.
the right thing for
But I mean,
everybody.
like this,
you know.
Yeah, go ahead.
this is what you get when you've spent years telling people who say, "Hey, Phil, just play what you want as long as you're having fun." And so just play what you want. Telling those people to fuck off. Now at the point where you can't do that anymore. That's not an option for you. That could have been an option for you had you done it then. But now that you wanted, you're like, "Oh, I can't do it. I just
Oh, and
can't play
don't
it.
forget,
I really
we're a
love
variety
it.
streamer,
Can't
by the
play
way.
it.
We're all variety streamer, could play whatever we want. I love this, guys.
He's always chasing it. He's always chasing it. Again, like a fiend. I love it.
Day one views. It's always been
Yeah.
views.
You got to get that bake set going.
No.
And
Yeah.
Go ahead, Meerkat.
he pretends like he got too much integrity to actually own up to the fact that he's constantly chasing the next game to milk. Because otherwise, he could have been playing whatever hot game exists right now, like he did with Pal World when it was hot for like a week. And
Yeah.
he
What's
played
that?
it.
I'm
Multiverse
surprised he
is
didn't
pretty-
play that. What's that? There's third person shoot. I've got it installed. I ain't played it yet. There's like some free to play multiplayer like PvE thing. Like it's like Warframe or something, but it's not Warframe. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, yeah.
It's on like everything. It's on Xbox, PlayStation. I think. I'm surprised he didn't play that. There's some other. He's got Game Pass. There's some other Souls like that just went into Game Pass. I mean, it's not great, but it's all right. He could play that for an hour or two. Like he could play all this different shit. It don't matter. Just try all these games and be like, it doesn't really matter. You can flick back and forth. His weird need for this, like, it has to be a schedule. It has to be this. I have to like hype up and go through this, like go through the motions. Like he's so inflexible when you don't see it.
Yeah, he's been doing that for
like,
over a decade now. I mean, it's back to the days of like when he'd say a schedule, here's the week in preview, and here's the calendar sec. We'll go to the kitchen and talk about what's on the calendar for an hour.
This massive love that he's like a serious like player or person or whatever he wants to think of himself as.
Yeah, he thinks it's like events. Like, people drop albums. He thinks like he's dropping playthroughs. Like on Friday, guys, the playthrough of Stardew Valley is gonna drop. It's gonna be huge. Change the internet. He thinks that for every playthrough.
They post on their YouTube, the what's name page, like the community thing. Just new single just dropped, with just like a picture. Yeah, new playthrough just dropped. In fact,
featuring Cat
listen to how he talks about BSP throwback at the weekend. About his old playthroughs and the parts of that are going to get uploaded during the week. He does talk like that.
Yes,
People
they've been
give a
lost.
fuck.
It's like we've discovered B-sides from like an old studio recording. The lost playthrough of Dante's Inferno.
Digitally remastered, by the way, 2024.
But it's like that shit is usually when you remaster something, it sounds better. This is legitimately worse. I'm not even saying that as like
weird, like double up images and sound like a tin can.
Oddly smooth. But go ahead, Meerkat.
So now, the new gimmick with the throwback stuff is since YouTube created this whole new feature where you could remove copyright claimed songs and all the other sound is left in the video. So he's gonna go through the whole remastering process that like 50 slaves work on, then upload the video, and then personally remove one by one each copyright claimed song, just so he can get 200 views, which probably translates to like 30 cents, which is fantastic, by the way. It's a great investment in time.
It's amazing. Amazing to think of the work going into 200 views. And that's not even those cents. That's like electricity costs more than 200 views does in terms of revenue.
Yeah.
Right, you're getting paid in letting your in having your videos be part of ESP Reacts.
Yeah.
You're not getting paid in money.
Slowly chop up all. If he really wants to, just slowly chop it up, upload it week by week, and just if he's just going by sheer weight of numbers on the few like old or nutters in his chat who actually want to watch that crap, and then like basically detractor channels that are gonna do like old watches of his old playthroughs and laugh at him and shit like that. And over the course of the month, he'll get an extra whatever $40, $50, however much ad revenue he gets from uploading everything en masse. Yeah, just do that. Just be done with it. You got to like try and slowly pull all the money out of them, like whilst they're watching it live, and laugh at his old like funny moments. And hopefully he doesn't say some sus word that's banned on YouTube.
That's what Snoot has the idea that I think he should do, which he won't, but he just never will.
Where is he? Is he in the chat?
He's
now?
in the chat. He says if he was smart, he'd do a stream. He'd stream a playlist of every single old video on a 24/7 stream. I agree. If he did that, it would be semi-hype for his. I mean, but it would be like I think it would turn into like the Tractor Hangout actually.
Yeah.
So like
But
so
who's gonna host the stream? Is he gonna do it? He can barely host a 4-hour long stream, let alone a 24-hour long.
And he needs the internet for uploading, the videos on demand and baby.
That's true.
I gotta. Well, one day I feel WP
browsers.
We'll get there one day on WPIG. We're not there yet, but one day we'll have 24-hour going. But one day. All right, let's go. I think we're almost done this Jordan thing, and then we can move on to the next thing. We've been going this for a while.
So Stardew was
Loki, the mini PC can do that if he actually had the brain for it. Because it's just sitting there gathering dust like everything else in the office. At least put that bitch to work.
He couldn't set that up. He has no clue, zero clue.
So bad thing about this Jordan stuff. Bad thing about this Jordan stuff. This isn't the clip that I was thinking of. The clip I was thinking of takes place on the fishing. He's out fishing, and someone asks him, "Where's Jordan gone?"
Oh, here, it must be here. I'm gonna fast forward to the fishing.
Oh, is it coming up? Yeah,
that's not good. I like the game, but this is why games get phased out.
We're just more bitching. It's a multifaceted bitch. We're gonna change to fishing now. Okay.
All right, let's continue.
Woo! Tough bag. Here we go.
Well, for those of you who have chilled tonight, thank you. I did enjoy this.
Why is it always fishing?
After the stress of stuff going on in my real life and also with Street Fighter earlier today, this was still a relaxing stream.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nice if we could get the support back that we had for it, but I guess not.
Yeah, I wonder why.
This is now going to be like a late night chill stream we do like once a week. I don't know what else to do. I got to do other stuff. I got to be doing stuff that people are going to show up and support. So probably, I'm thinking maybe we don't even do this again this week. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how things go this week with everything else. Street Fighter will stay in the mix. I don't know if I'm going to play it as much, considering that we're getting way less attendance and support for Street Fighter now. So maybe we're going to cut down on that too.
Next?
Maybe it's time to start looking for new stuff. Again, there's many things we could have been doing new. We kind of opted out of doing new stuff because people liked the stuff I was doing, but now it looks like, sadly, that is ending.
Okay. It's a really fun and chill stream. Very interactive.
Actually, talking about, we got nice, relaxing beach sounds. Sound of the ocean.
This game's legitimately chill and hype, but here we go. Here's the Jordan part.
That's not true. Yes, Jordan was supporting this game at first.
Yeah,
but only that first week. Like that first week, Jordan was here and he tipped a bunch. Then he got into that cheer war, and since then he actually wasn't supporting it at all. He was showing up. This game was doing well even after Jordan stopped showing up. Tonight is the first night significantly that, like, for some reason, the board has been real slow.
Okay.
This is literally the first time.
First time, dude. Okay.
As much as you want to say that, try to, this is why, this is the justification, it's not really true.
Like, why does he hate when people like try to find justifications? Like, he really gets irked by that when you try to find justifications for slow nights. Like, he hates that. He definitely getting pushback on that. That's not the reason. Who cares about the fucking reason? No,
because he knows he's lying when they say it. Oh, you're just doing this for money and that. Because so much of the time he spent saying no. It's about it's not just about that. It's about enjoyment. But when it has to be, then it's about I got to pay my bills, guys. Like he just said, I have to play things that people show up and support.
It's weird. It's like, what is that? He does that for like weird shit like Leanna's train was late. Like, yeah, Leanna's train was late. They didn't give any explanation. Who gives a shit? Doesn't make the train come faster. What's the explanation? There was a log in the tracks. Oh, okay. Well, now I'm not going to be pissed about it. Is that what we're looking for? It's just weird. Anyways.
It's like everything. I've been playing this for a month now. We're over 20 hours in. So when I hit that time, any game usually, this is the time that like stuff starts to slow down, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. I really like the game. I want.
Oh, you look okay. Let me
Clearly
tell you.
okay, yeah.
Clearly
I
no
really
problem.
Like the game. I want to keep playing it, but I can't do it 2-3 times a week if we're gonna make. Well, we did a little better. That other tip came in, but you see what
Bro,
point?
come on now.
We did a little better.
Play things people are gonna want and people are gonna come and support. And some games they work extra long term. I would say the only chill game we played that worked extra long term, probably Minecraft.
Yeah, I wonder why that was. That was another dense.
Yeah, somebody else had to tell you how to
DSP.
play it.
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on from that. But big ups, Jordan is now gone, and Stardew is on the ropes here, threatening of wage quitting. Go ahead, Meerkat. Looks like you're gonna say something.
Just real quick, before we move on to the next one, while I'm still thinking about this, he said
Please.
something super ridiculous. He shared it with everybody the other day. So this guy, apparently, all the time, he has all the doors open in the whole house. And at different points in the house, he has oscillating fans that direct the airflow in the entire house and
What?
keep it cool. And they're always on. And I thought this shit blew my mind when I heard it at first. I was like fucking shocked. Because, you might think a guy would just close the door, you turn on the AC, it cools off the room you're in, and your wife, it can cool off the room she's in, and, that's it. But no.
Well, this weird of his aversion to heat and sunlight in general, just further what's name's the thing that he's just a fucking alien, dude. In general, if the temperature even goes slightly up, the fucking bitch fest you get about it is just, and he's not even that. Why'd you get that uncomfortable? I don't get it. It gets a little bit hot, and this geezer's just constantly complaining, fucking sitting he must want it like a fridge in that office when you go in there. The average person, if you go in there, it's probably freezing fucking cold most of the times of the year.
Oh, but that's the thing, though. He hates cold as well.
Yeah, he hates. It's just he likes
cold and the snow and everything.
He loves bitching about anything, but he chose to. He had the opportunity to live wherever he wanted when he moved across the country.
Yeah,
and he chose a place without central air conditioning, so you know what you get to. And he could add it. Of course, he can't do that because Hulkamania and stuff, and that takes all your extra money. But if you're going
to move his dad would have to fly out as well to
help with the install.
Yeah, it's but I mean, okay, I looked it up here. 72% of houses in the Seattle area have central air conditioning. So you have way more than half have central air conditioning, which means whatever the fuck room you're in, is the temperature you want. It's so simple. But we need something to bitch about, so there you go. I mean, that's what it is, I think. He'd rather not fix problems, just have something to bitch about it. And there we go. All right, we got to get to this. Let's get to a quick hitter here first. So there was someone in chat I forget what fucking day it was. But they were here, and Honeybun was their name. Shout outs to Honeybun. Honeybun asks, what kind of game is this? Philip responds.
You don't have to answer that.
Oh, yeah.
We're about to find out. Oh, well.
Yeah.
All right. Honeybun says, I can't stay to watch the whole stream, so that's why I'm asking. I have work soon. And then Philip, okay, I'll answer this. It's apparently unique. Strategy, RPG, and action all together. We'll see. Like I said. If you can't stay, watch the vids on demand later. Problem solved. This person didn't say they had a problem. They're just asking about the game. All right. Honeybun says, I work 12-hour shifts. I don't have time for on-demand and live. Sorry, dude. Philip then says, LOL. So you have a lot of complaints and excuses, but nothing bordering on realistic. Okay, then. Okay, so the complaints they said were, I can't stay to watch the whole stream because I have work, and I work 12-hour shifts. Neither of those things, in Philip's mind, were realistic.
Yeah. And even if that person is just LARPing with him, what about just a regular person who's potentially in his chat for the first or second time? Yep. And they're like, wow, why is he just before the stream even starts, just blowing up on a random person who also has a membership as well?
Yeah, I mean, that could have been gifted. But yeah, it's it's still, and by the way, notice the first response on that one, my friends, is from a gentleman known as Top Tier Rated saying, yikes. Letting you know that one little kind of, but don't worry, we're not done there. The person said I'm not complaining, as I don't think they were either. Philip thanks, big ups to Phil Collins, by the way, for this. We're about to find out. It's a bit of a heated subject, blah blah. Okay, let's get past that. And then they say this. Where is it? Oh, here. My bad. Can't help you there. And they were banned. They got banned just for that. So all that banned. That was their last comment. Banned. Get the fuck out of here. Get him out of here. You work 12-hour days and can't watch the VODs? Get the fuck out of here. What's wrong with you?
Gone forever.
Who else? Anyone else have 12-hour shifts?
Banned? Did DSP assume that the guy was lying about having a job to make him look bad? Because that's
correct.
like all of his paranoia is related to this. It's like
Correct.
people intentionally lie to him to get a gotcha moment on him, and he's like 24/7 paranoid.
Yeah.
Anyone in our chat have 12-hour jobs? I'll ban you right now. Let them know. 12-hour shifts? Tell me. Show yourself.
Yeah.
I'll ban you right now.
Do you work evenings? Do you work nights?
I'll find you. I know who you are. Anyways, yeah, that was just a little amazing thing, but nonetheless, a person that really came to the stream. They could have been the most positive viewer ever.
Yeah.
But because they said they have a job, get the fuck out of here. Big ups. Okay. Now it is time to talk about, well, Meerkat, you decide. Mansoor or Brian? Where do you want to go?
Talk about my friend, please. Let's talk about my friend Brian.
Okay, Brian is first. So this is the start of the Brian thing. So Brian, Philip said the day before that Brian was going to happen. All right, it was legitimately happening. A lot of people weren't sure because Brian did talk to Agent Proper, had some questions about the Derek thing, and said Philip responded about the Derek thing. By the way, did talk about the Derek thing, and he didn't get a satisfactory answer from Philip. So then it kind of seemed like it was done, right? It seemed like it was over. However, then the news came out from Philip that they were doing it. Top Tier Rated said on that day or the day before, does Jade have an X profile? They partly why I agreed to play tonight. I wanted to try to deliver on promises. So Brian was trying to let Jade play DSP in Street Fighter. That was his idea. All right.
Again, how easy? It's extremely easy to let Jade play him in Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy to let that happen.
Yeah.
Anyways, then, as you can hear, this is from Super Scuffer here, who's clipped this moment from that stream.
Anything for Jade's
about here.
Just so you guys know, apparently they're telling him that like, oh, I dodged Jade, and I don't wanna do anything for Jade's birthday. And I'm like, what? Like that couldn't be further from the truth at all. Like I totally said that for tonight, if Jade showed up, that I was gonna let him like pick the colors for all the characters and everything. I was actually telling him you can pick all the outfits for Street Fighter and everything.
Oh, what an angel!
Yeah, what privilege as well.
If you remember what happened last year, and this is what sucks, is originally when I did my first lobbies for Street Fighter 6, the night lobbies, that I was gonna have fans come in. Jade wanted to play, but we couldn't figure out how to get him to in. Like I didn't know how it worked, so I was trying to get him into play or whatever. And so just so you guys know, I did actually offer Jade like a spot in a future lobby. I was like, I want to get him in, but he wasn't interested at that point. This is a year ago.
Oh yeah, sure he
like,
wasn't.
That's okay, just play. So now what's happening is my trolls apparently are like bombarding.
Did he say this is like a year ago or something?
Yeah, that was last year's birthday. Now we're in this year's birthday.
Stuff saying, oh,
this
Phil's
is
mean to
this straight up some bullshit because I mean nothing was stopping him from playing Jade back then. He found out how to play people in a lobby. He had a couple of days of playing people in the lobby. He was crying about people try-harding against him with like their master characters and stuff.
It was the Luke. That was one of the first ones. I remember that, the Master Luke, and he like had to sit there and whinge about it because the guy pasted him and like.
We're just here having fun, okay? You try-hards.
Jade.
He can play with other people. He plays with Brian.
Yeah.
very nice things for Jade.
Yep, he knows how to do it if he wants to.
Birthday, he won't get a lobby with him. It's like it couldn't be further from the truth, right? But again, Brian doesn't know. Because he's just being told things out of.
So then I have to ask: if Brian is listening to troll stuff, does that mean he needs mental?
He's gullible.
He needs mental.
He's
he's got mental
gullible,
illness.
Yeah.
Does he have a mental illness then?
Yeah.
I guess he has to be, right? He listened to what the trolls say, so.
Yeah, I thought that earlier too, because he came back and whatever else, but he knows openly that he was not only talking to those guys, that people were in his stream whilst he's playing DSP. He knew all about that, but then is he not mentally ill?
Yeah, and he listened to the wrong people, and he needs to seek mental health, Brian. Seek mental health, brother. Come on.
Have you got the clip where he gets called out, like maybe coming up, the clip where he gets called out for saying
I got
that
it.
the guy's friend is in the corner.
I got it.
You
I
got
got
that?
it. I got it.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. We'll get that in a second. Let's finish this real
So you
quick.
guys see it. You're all
yeah.
confirming it in the chat right now. You were over there, and they were all saying stuff. Honestly, I thought Jade was going to be here tonight. I did, because he was supposed to be here for Bison and everything.
Oh, poor Jade.
And he wasn't here, so I hope he's having a good day. Tomorrow is his birthday. If he's here, obviously I wish him a happy birthday. I'll see what he's up to
Obviously.
if he wants to do anything. But, you know, that's what I mean. Like, this is 100% their concerted effort to do anything toxic, which has nothing to do with me. I have no...
I just... Probably like one of the most altruistic things you can do is to be like, hey, you know how you've wanted to play Street Fighter with this guy? Here, we've arranged it. We're trying to get it done. We're trying to help you play Street Fighter with this guy. The one who's being toxic is the one who's going, birthday.
Can't do that. This is my show.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you pick the colours. Let you pick the colour that I use.
Very condescending.
Nothing...
And this would have been a great opportunity for DSP to look like a virtuous guy and a leader of his community, because everybody fucking knows Jade is disabled and he can't play the game well, and DSP could have just let him
Everybody
win.
on both sides, detractors and DSP's community, know that Jade is actually legitimately a fucking fan of DSP.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
genuinely, he likes
Unironically.
DSP. Yeah.
Yep.
So everyone knows this, and he couldn't. All it would take is not even a huge. He would just play Jade one set, and Jade would be happy. He played Jade one set, go easy on him, even though his ego would never allow that. Like, and then be done with it. That's great. Thanks, Jade. That was great. Maybe we can do that again in the future. Dangle the carrot. You get some free fucking, as you say, very altruistic thing to do. Move on. No.
And everyone goes, wow, Phil, that was a good thing to do.
That's what I
wow,
thought.
you
It's so
actually played
easy.
Jade, yeah.
I thought that's what I thought was going to happen. I said, all right, DSP is definitely going to play Jade one time and then take all the credit for it. You know? Hey, guys, I set it up. It was a lot of work, but I finally got it. Me and Jade could play our set together, and Jade loved it. I thought was 100% sure that's what he's going to do. But he couldn't even do that. It's so easy to get a PR win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I did it, made it happen.
Easy,
it's a lot of work, but I did it. Me and Jake.
Too easy.
It's so easy.
You can't even twist that into a negative, even if you tried. Like, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
So
the only bad thing would be if like DSP just double perfects him, which is entirely possible. But why would you do that?
Bad move, Jade. You know, not pushing buttons. Bad move, Jade. Sorry about that.
Wow, look at this guy. What a fucking mouth drooler.
All right, here we go. So this is the amazing cringe moment. Where you just listen. So listen to this. It's very, very cringe.
Yeah.
Did you call my friend a pattern player? How fucking dare you?
So Brian saying you called my friend a pattern player, which Philip did, by the way. Which Philip did while he was muted, though, right? I believe.
Just listen to how DSP, like the tone of his voice and everything about his normal persona, where he's always barking orders at the chat and he's the boss. Listen to how the slightest pushback from another real person, and he immediately is backstepping. Just play it. I'm sorry, I don't want to spoil it.
He turns into a snail.
He's such a coward. Instantly, he's completely.
We get the DSP from Jaha, don't we? We get
this is what Jaha saw that day.
Yeah.
I think he almost said I'm an alcoholic for accidentally. Here we go. Hey, listen.
Did you call my friend a pattern player? How fucking dare you?
I said it's the corner mix-up pattern. That's what it is.
Instantly.
It's not the flow chart. It's the corner mix-up pattern.
Oh, it's the corner mix-up
It's like
pattern.
gambling, you know?
Wait, who called who the pattern? Who called who the pattern player? Who called who a pattern player?
I didn't call anyone a pattern player.
Yeah.
I didn't call anyone a
And
pattern
everyone
player.
in his DSP's chat knowing he sits there and screams about it night after night. People on Street Fighter saying, I have to guess it's no skill, these people are mentally ill and all the rest of it. And then he sits there and goes, I didn't call anyone, it's just the corner mix-up pattern. Oh, yeah.
He went right to the high-pitched voice. I didn't call anyone a pattern player.
The voice,
Guys, I was about to say, there's something wrong with my headphones because his voice started off sounding like one pitch and ended up another.
I didn't call anyone a pattern player.
Amazing. Let's hear that one more time. Because the guy just pushes back.
Who called who the pattern? Who called who the pattern player?
Yeah, instantly.
Yeah. And I'm just going to ignore it.
Who called who a pattern
He's
player?
there sweating, yeah.
Fuck, he's not. Fuck, he's not.
I didn't call anyone a pattern player.
By the way, I would highly recommend Piece of Pieces restream of this whole thing because he was there for the commentary and was very fun.
Great
So
one,
DSP
great one.
figured out at one point that he can mute himself to read shoutouts. And I believe maybe he called this guy a pattern player when he was muted, and people snitched on him in Brian's stream.
Yes,
That is correct.
better.
Yep.
That's even better. Classic. Of course he did.
Oh, and Derek was in there
better.
as well, wasn't he? Derek was in
Of course he
Brian's
did.
Brian's stream, and he kept reporting back to Phil what they were saying.
Yeah. Derek
I've also
thought he
blocked
might-
these people like you showed me.
Yeah. All right. So then that was an amazing stream. Yeah, we'll go watch Piece of Piece stream of it if you're looking for something to watch today. And this is the kind of follow up of that. Top Tier Rated was getting some pushback from people. What? Go ahead.
Do you have the one? There's a bit where he pauses them. He mutes himself to them and complains that he lost the match because he was socializing.
Ooh, I don't have that. If you got a link, I'll play it. Give me a link, I'll play it. But the kind of the follow up to this is Top Tier Rating saying you could say the same thing 100 times, and some will still draw their conclusions. Last night, with me playing with Philip, was doing what people asked for. Yes, play him again, and trying to get Jade a match. I try my best to do so. That is it for me. That was my last stream. So that is the last stream Brian will ever do with DSP. I don't think DSP has commented on this yet. That being the last one. But we shall see. Brian is now sent to. Well, Brian sent DSP streams to Ban World.
It'll just quietly disappear.
I don't care why Brian played with DSP because he peer pressured him into actually singing "Happy Birthday" for Jade, and it was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen. I tagged you in the Discord. We got the clip.
Okay, yep, we might as well play that. Happy birthday to one here that celebrates.
Because when you're somebody like Brian, you can't be overtly trolling. You can like try and put DSP in a particular position where he has to react, and this is what happened here.
Here we go. Happy birthday, everyone out there. Born on the 21st of September. Here we go.
I got a very important question, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Is Jade in your chat right now?
No, he hasn't been here all day.
He hasn't been there all day.
Nope. I actually wanted for Jade's birthday's tomorrow, and I was gonna allow him to pick all my outfits and everything tonight, but sadly he hasn't been here all day.
Well, technically it's today. It's 12 a.m. Eastern, so it's officially his birthday.
Uh-oh.
Listen, Phil, we gotta sing him happy birthday.
I would sing happy birthday, but he's not here.
Hey, he can watch the VOD. Let's fucking do it.
Also, I don't care.
All right, let's go. So let's start it.
All right. Go ahead. 3, 2,
2,
1. Happy birthday. Oh, this is terrible. That was not synced at all.
No, well, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be slightly off. All right. So listen, you start it, and I'll kick it with an ad after.
Okay. All right, everyone ready? Everyone in chat sing too. Everyone in chat sing. Ready? I wish Jade was here to hear it. All right. In 3, 2, 1.
This is pretty horrific already.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Jade. Happy birthday to you. And I wish you were here so I could pick colors for you.
Man, he did that quick.
Oh,
That's the quickest happy
Wish
birthday
we
I've
could've
ever
got
heard.
you in here. I wanted to get you in the lobby. Phil wanted to get you in the lobby.
Yeah,
just
wasn't
so
here.
you could play some matches, random selects or whatever. We would have had a lot of fun. But to all of us, to everybody, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Look at this. Look at Brian.
There we go.
Actually put some effort into that. Look at that. All right, we do have the clip. Big ups to Snood for the clip that Steve was asking for.
Clutch.
Here we go. Big ups to Snort Burnell for this one.
Probably about another 20-25 minutes. It just sucks because, again, here is the disadvantage of doing a lobby like this. When you have more people in it, now I'm waiting, right? So really, I mean, if you think about this whole second hour, I've played once. I played once against Brian. That's it. I've been playing. That's 25 minutes of my stream gone. Just sitting a while waiting, right? So. Okay, here we go.
Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid.
Uh-oh. All right. Was that it, Steve, or no?
No,
that
no, that wasn't.
He did send it in the chat room. I tagged you in there.
Got it. Look at this.
Happy birthday, someone in chat.
If today's your birthday, happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday, hell yeah.
We wish we could have you on stream, but you're not here right now. So go fuck it.
Very important.
Thank you for watching on demand, though.
That was birthday Jade. Hang on. Okay, now I see it. Bingo. Got there eventually.
All right, up next, I'm going to play with Bison. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Uh-oh.
As you know, when I play this game, I don't have
Roman's
chat
injured,
going on
by
at
the way,
all.
in the chat.
I
Roman's
was doing
injured.
fine, and then they started talking about the boys, and I started thinking about the boys and completely lost track of thought of what was going on in the match. I'm not even lying. Like, it...
That's a funny clip. I started thinking about the boys. John and Howard.
thinking about the game. I don't have chat going
Started
on at
thinking
all.
about Project 7.
You guys,
Which,
as you know,
which boys? The one we're gonna make love to each other tonight? Those boys?
Yeah.
I play this game. I don't
Boys
have
over
chat
at
going on at
Lockdown
all.
Live.
I was doing fine, and then they started talking about the boys, and I started thinking about the boys and completely lost track of thought of what was going on in the match. I'm not even lying. Like,
Boys,
it
boys,
completely
boys.
rattled me. I never have lobbies going like this. So when they started talking about that, it completely threw me for a loop. And I just stopped concentrating on the game, and I got completely bodied.
Yeah,
I was
I'm sure he did.
what am I doing? Like, why am I playing like that, right? So we'll see what I'm going to play with Bison now and see how it goes. Obviously, with Bison, it'll be a little bit more like auto play because I've been playing with him for almost a month now. So hopefully it won't like distract me this time.
Anything else won't distract me this time?
Oh my god! How have you never played with friends?
Bro.
People started talking about the boys, and then the boys filled my head.
Bro, the other day he was literally talking about how back in the day in arcades, somebody would be sitting next to him yelling at him, and he would still have to focus and play the game. And now we can't do that.
Fuck in the cabinet, he said.
Yeah,
He said
literally,
he
yeah.
would like fake dry hump the cabinet whilst you were trying to play a match against someone
Exactly.
to like fuck with you and shit.
Not even getting started on the DDR cabinet right next to it.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, so we got one last segment to get through today for sure, which I think is pretty hype. My favorite one of the week. First, I guess let's do shout-outs first. What do you think, Meerkat? Shout-outs now or after?
Yeah, let's just do shout-outs first.
Yeah,
In
do
case
your
there's
thing
people
for the
talking about it.
finale. Save your big
Big up-
story for the finale.
Big ups GBRC, who says Phil's the kind of kid that did not understand how Transformers worked. He would have gone out and bought an electric Transformer and cry when it would not change its form. Yes, buying real Transformers from the hardware store. Yes, big ups GBRC. AMAC says, I want DSP shaken. Oh, I want my DSP shaken, not stirred. Ah, shaking and not stirred. Gotcha. Mr. Gorhall in the house.
I
Big
respect
ups.
the James Bond reference, okay.
Yeah, British style. Eric Newton says, the funny thing is, any defense Phil tries to come up with to justify himself, you can just use his content against him to counter anything he says. Yes. That's why, like, sharing information to Philip is just sharing clips of what Philip has said. That's all people did with Starting Craig.
Yeah.
That's all people did with Brian is, hey, here's a timestamp of a YouTube video. That is, if you follow that, though, get mental help, honestly. If you watch those, get mental help. You know it. Brian, you need mental help. That's what Philip said.
They just show people the pattern of behavior. That's literally it.
But
there's no like dressing on it. There's nothing else. It's not just no one specific video, even though there's a few like that don't help him. It's like just a pattern of behavior, and everybody sees it once they just even scratch the surface a little bit. They're like, oh shit, yeah, this guy said some and done some mad shit.
Yeah.
Again, like you said before, like just how bad is it that all it takes is one video?
Yeah.
Like just one clip and you go, oh fuck, I was completely wrong about that.
Yeah, you know. Big ups to Vikes, who says his stream is a local restaurant that has terrible food, but an award for best food in 1995. Hung up in 2024. And says it was good then, so it's good now. Hell yeah, exactly. Nice one, Vikes. Lord Kane 666 says Phil doesn't realize that we all have detractors all over the internet. Some like us and some don't. He's the one who proves why he's disliked by all. Yeah, so everyone has people that don't like them, of course, but usually it takes up a little bit more than just a clip of any moment ever to make someone not like someone, you know? Like,
yeah.
What can you show? Okay, I want you to become a fan of Phil. What are you going to show him? You tell me. You know?
Yeah.
What are you going to show them? People making fun of them, right?
Tepid playthrough of a game, basically. If you actually genuinely want like some weird half-assed playthrough of a game, which would be still littered with things of him asking for money and complaining about stuff.
Yeah, literally.
Even if there was no big drama going on at the time and it was just clips of a playthrough of his, even one of the hour clips, he's still going to moan or be boring or big chunks of dead air or there's not cutscenes playing or something like that.
Yeah, or you go like, what, are you going to go with Heavy Rain? And what are you going to find out there if you watch for 10 minutes? Yeah. The black guy's getting coffee. Yeah, he probably likes it black. That's not a joke I made up. That's in the playthrough.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, certain words. It's time. There's also a quote from Heavy Rain.
Oh, girl passed out on the floor. Let's take her shirt off. I'm not making it up.
Yeah.
I'm just showing you what has been said before.
Or you could watch it on DSP Throwback, where all of a sudden a random Street Fighter match will interrupt where the cut has been made.
That'd be cool. Right. Iwamoto in the house is believing detractors is insane, but believing DSP is, and blank. You figure that one out. So that's on your SATs. Mario Faker says, why isn't Brian mentally ill for talking to Proper? Oh, he is, Mario Faker. Yeah, exactly, good point. Exactly. He is mentally ill. He's going to seek mental help, actually, because that's what DSP said to do. Mickey Thor in the house says, if you've ever liked me, Street Fighter 6, America, puppies, or breathing, please support. Thank you, Mickey Thor. Those are all good reasons for support. Someone likes some of those things. Yeah.
Roside Phil proposed Burnell's Law in like our last stream, didn't he? That if it exists, you can support the stream because of it.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's a good one. The Pasta Maker says, Romance Cat, Stardew, former wrestler tweets, I sleep. The great PC migration of 24. Real shit. Yeah.
No. Trash.
He is threatening to do the great migration of 2024. It's going to be multiple streams where you migrate data from one PC to the other one. This is going to be huge. Yeah. This is going to change the internet, dudes.
This is the best way anybody has ever phrased it, is that he's threatening to do that. Because it's absolutely a fucking threat.
It's going to be great. Derek Hill says, did you guys talk about the back problem question? Oh, what do you mean by that, Derek Hill? Which one?
Back problem.
I know he has a back problem, but...
I think I knew.
Didn't we talk about this on the previous one? I think Steve brought it up.
Again.
Yeah, I think, because I submitted a clip from it.
About
one of the times he was complaining.
Was that you had to like focus on ignoring the pain? And then
was that it?
Go away something?
Yeah. Because there was that, and it's like you're not ignoring this pain. If your back's as bad as you say it is, you're not ignoring the pain. It's just impossible.
He's a trooper. He's a legend. Soldier. Hope Phil says Brian is a dent because he knows every single thing about Phil and what he has done.
Yes, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Invisible Mute said somebody asked him like, "How's your slip disc?" and he went, "I don't have a slip disc. I have a herniated disc." But they're the same thing. They're just different words.
Oh, nice. Nice.
He's done that before. Yeah.
He didn't have a slip. His is just herniated. Okay.
Yeah.
Phil says Brian is a dent because he knows every single thing about Phil and what he has done, and he's still willingly streaming with Phil, and that's dented. Copeside Phil says. Well, I think Brian tried to counter that by saying what he was doing was for Jade. But Copeside Phil then says Phil did the same thing with Craig and Keem. He has no problem saying it behind their backs, but no balls to say it to their face. He's a coward. Well, that part I have no issue with.
Here's the thing. I don't give a shit about Brian or his motivations or why he did it, because every time he does it, he puts Phil in a situation where gold dust can be extracted. And as we saw this time, he made him look like a pussy when he called the guy a pattern player and then was completely cucked on his own stream. He made him look like DSP when he was singing Happy Birthday to Jade. So I don't have a problem with it. Brian can do whatever he wants. I don't care about him that much.
That's what I say. Just interacting with other humans is always a possibility of gold dust for us. So, I mean, the more that happens, the better for us.
It's so rare as well. It's so rare that Phil is in such a situation
it is.
in the first place. So, these are like rare moments.
It's so rare to get new characters into the field, these days. Like the character, the stable has been very low over the last year. So
ever since we lost Cookie and Cinnamon.
There's the last raisin and cinnamon.
A lot of people don't want to get on it no more.
Scott B says, at one point, Brian asked him if Jade was in the stream, would he play him? And Phil said, I'm going into a tunnel saying the game was too loud. Oh my God, are you serious? So Brian, one more time to reiterate, Brian asked him if Jade was in the stream, would he play him? And Phil said, I'm going into a tunnel, said the game was too loud. Okay, so Phil said the game was too loud to answer that. Wow.
Yeah. he hit him with that Pandali ignore. Because you can't like literally ignore the guy, but you can say, oh my God. He did that during the side scrollers as well. Because at some point he was getting pressed on something, and then Craig's audio got messed up for a second, and then DSP immediately deflects. Like, oh, Craig, are you okay, buddy? Is your internet okay?
Craig, you there? Craig, what's happened to Craig?
Craig.
Yeah.
Copeside Phil in the house again says, Brian said the same exact thing last time. He's a dent, and singing happy birthday proved it even more. He'll be back. No doubt in my mind about that. All right, Copeside Phil is big claims about Brian here. But all right, that is it for the shout out. Big ups for everyone that's a member as well. Thank you so much, my friends. You're legends. I do want to get to this last thing here. So I do have the clip now as well, so I'm very happy now. So what I'm going to do is show you something that happened in reality, and then we're going to go to a fantasy world. But I'm going to start with the reality, all right? So what you're seeing here is on Twitter, the website, on Mansoor. And I do not know about Mansoor, but Meerkat, what's your knowledge of Mansoor, the human being? What does he do? What did he used to do? Yes, please.
Mansoor and his buddy Mace are a wrestling tag team. They used to be in the WWE. And then they got released, and now they're on the indies. But he's a very fun guy. They make like Twitch streams talking about the industry and stuff. They make like YouTube shorts and stuff that are very entertaining. And he also shit posts a bunch of stuff on Twitter. A very fun guy.
To all you losers.
Yeah, so
it's kind of lower tier. He's not a very hype wrestler, but he's a very fun, entertaining guy.
Yeah, I mean, he was in WB, so he reached the pinnacle, I guess. But now he's kind of not in there.
Obviously. Yeah, exactly.
So okay,
but he's on the way up. He has potential.
So this was This is something that was posted somewhere. I'm not sure what this is from, but we have to listen to this first, and that ties into the initial thing we all saw. So this is from Mr. Hut Stuff. Big ups.
Let me tell you where we actually make our money, which is WWE Supercard.
Okay.
Shout out to all you losers who play that game, Side Phil, and spend thousands of dollars, probably of your mom's like retirement money, on this card game on your phone, because that is how we feed our kids. Thank you. And I know you're not like actually giving us the money because you buy packs and it opens up, and if you're in one of those packs, if your card is in one of those packs, you make money.
So it's just random. We're not rare.
We're common.
We aren't rare cards.
We are common, thank God.
So yeah, so that is where it started. So DSP is just on there. They know about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They just knew it right there. They're talking about Supercard, by the way, which was the game he played before WB Champions. So then Mansoor.
Let's actually, by the way, make it very clear that Dark Side Phil was wailing on that game. He was spending money. He admitted he spent a lot of money to get the Hulk Hogan card.
I was playing it every day. I was addicted to it. Actual quote. He's words out of his mouth.
Yeah, so I did a whole stream with Meerkat on this one. We did go through all the forum posts, everything he did about Supercard. He said in his own mind, in his own words, he spent 80 hours in 2 weeks playing WB Supercard. 80 hours in 2 weeks, okay?
Wow.
So that's how much he was playing. There's that stream. So he loves Supercard. That was before WB Champions. All right. Again, but before WB Champions, there was Supercard. So then Mansoor, clips that video I just showed you that Mr. Hutstup posted, and with the prayer hands, again, another detractor meme. Let's say prayer hands as they are. DSP decides to respond and said, appreciate the tag, but the game I'm actually accused of doing this with is WB Champions, not Supercard. Easy to confuse, though. You did it with Supercard anyway, but okay. Let's pretend that doesn't happen. Let's move on positively. So Mansoor doesn't even say words. In response, he posts an image of another one, much smaller scale, but still another mind-bendingly dumb thing Philip has done, which is messing up the crouch jump by skipping it in the tutorial. Just posting a still image of that. Beautiful, Mansoor. He understands what the fuck he's doing, That's so beautiful. Just an image.
That's some relatively deep DSP lore, the Half-Life crouch jump thing as well.
Over a decade old.
Involved. Yeah.
Over a decade old.
For a while.
Yeah.
And not then exactly like Metal Gear Solid. It's not like a huge game that everyone would be like, wow, he played that.
So then we get Philip responds jump, then crouch. Okay, so Philip's trying to keep it going, trying to keep it moving. Mansoor says, Thanks for introducing me to Ra, which is the song Philip used to use. We're talking ancient history with his DSP. I forget what series it was for. Hateful Truth. Bingo. That's it. That's a song that Ra used to have. And, of course, he says king at the end, so I think that means Philip takes that as positive, I guess. Philip responds with, "Do you call my name?" That was the song. That song is so dope. I will play this. It's contractually obligated.
That's fucking dope.
So that is dope, okay? All right. So that is the entirety of their exchange on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay? So come up with your own conclusions on how you think that the point, what do you think Mansoor was trying to do there? How do you think of Philip's responses? What was that? Okay? Well, let's see what Philip takes from that. Go ahead, Meerkat, please.
Oh, yeah. Well, my takeaway is he literally said, "Shout out to all the losers." And then his buddy Mace said, "Shout out Darkside Phil." So I wonder what his opinion on Darkside Phil actually is.
Yeah. And then he trashed him twice with the picture. And then because DSP responded twice, because he was like not an authority, but because he's more popular than him, and in the back of DSP mind, he's also worried about this because there's more eyes on him now, making fun of him. The guy, I think the third thing of thank you for introducing me, I think he just felt sorry for him at that point. He's like, I've ripped on him, and he realizes like I'm such a bigger fish than him, he's not going to bite. And he just said, thanks, King.
I think so too. You kind of, when you realize you're dealing with something, like this person's not getting it, so it's like, all right, I'll stop, I'll stop.
But it's still a flex because he's still like, hey, this is deep knowledge. I have been following you for a while. I am not just somebody who's heard of you because you masturbated or whatever.
Yeah.
I've been around.
Yeah, I've hated you for a long time.
So now we're going to enter Magical Christmas Land. Okay? Now we're going to see what DSP thought of that exchange. Big ups to Snood for this link, by the way, that I couldn't find. Here we go.
Wrestler Mansoor started tweeting at me yesterday.
Absolutely disgusting.
Sorry, we got to hear this. Sounds good. Sounds good to me.
Yes, the former WWE wrestler Mansoor started tweeting at me yesterday. Come to find out, he's actually a fan of mine.
Oh my god.
A fan, by the way.
A fan, yeah.
You think that's bad? You think that's bad? Whoa!
Shout out to all the losers, by the way. That's what the fan said.
You think that's bad? That's the beginning, all right? That is the level 1 of this Magical Christmas Land. Here we go.
WWE wrestler Mansoor started tweeting at me yesterday. Come to find out, he's actually a fan of mine, like a long-term fan. He was referencing the crouch jump from my Black Mesa run over a decade ago. Then he was referencing the band Ra. Do you guys remember when I first started on YouTube, I used that song Ra, Do You Call My Name, in my reviews for the Hateful Truth reviews? And he referenced that. I was like, dude, that's like super old school stuff. That's awesome. So he's actually a fan from like over a decade ago.
You left out one thing.
Do you think that he actually thinks that, or he's just trying to like damage control it a little bit?
I think he has that power to this mentally block out things. You know what I mean? Because
counterpoint. He heard Moist Critical say that DSP is very perseverant because he masturbated and then went about his day, and he took that as a compliment.
Yeah, that's true.
I think this is worse than that. I think this is really worse than that. This is he left out where this whole thing started in this wrap up. The whole thing was, like Meerkat said, shout outs to all the losers. Oh yeah, he's a long-term fan. He shouted out crazy stuff. He also shouted out the WB Supercard spending, which is even more niche than the champion spending.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. But
that's
then
what
again,
makes
there's probably he's actually a fan.
That's what?
That's what makes me think that this is damage control, and rather than actually thinking that, because that's an important piece of context that he left out. There's no way he's not aware of it because it's why he replied in the first place.
Yeah.
So leaving it out in this retelling suggests to me like, oh well, they're not going to go and look. They're my fans. I keep telling them to stuff like that anyway. So I could just tell them this and ignore this crucial piece of context that completely changes the tone of our discussion. It's an image thing. It's damage control and try to block the ego just a bit. Trying to defend.
Okay. Well, we're still not done. Don't worry.
And from like over a decade ago,
right.
Dude, that's like super old school stuff. That's awesome. So he's actually a fan from like over a decade ago. It's pretty cool. But then again, there's probably tons of people who are fans of mine from back in the day, and you wouldn't know, because who talks about Darkside Phil in public eye today unless it's negative, right? So it was actually really cool to have a little conversation back and forth with him yesterday.
Okay,
a little back and forth.
That's a back and forth conversation. One dude brings up shit making fun of you, and you respond to it. That's a conversation? Oh, man.
Literally.
Then, of course, there's all the clips I showed you.
To the moist
Pretty
response
cool.
as well. That's proper supplicance. That's like,
Pretty
I see
cool,
what you did
dude.
there.
Pretty cool. So calling you a loser, bringing up an image that was a detractor meme of legendary degree back in the day from over a decade ago.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what this is.
It was this thing back in the day. This crowd jump thing was very damaging to his
it was massive.
gaming credibility.
Yeah,
Dude, the people who made Black Mesa had to go and update it to include an auto crouch jump thing because of this. Like, that's how big this was for us. That's my number 2. This is how you don't play moment of all time, I think.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah,
13 minutes and nothing.
Amazing. But that was my favorite moment from this week. Just that.
Do we have like a moment to go through some of the replies to that tweet, because they must be hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Let's do it. So,
I saw Justin Wang be there.
Yeah, Justin Wang said, "Book it."
Did he quote tweet it? Oh yeah, no, there he is. Yeah,
people laughing.
Yeah, just a few good ones.
Let's see. Love the DSP slander. Supercar, nice Photoshop there. There we got some of that. Laughing, a lot of DSP faces. Oh, pizza eating. Real players are free only. There's candy. I feel that's a reference. DSP spending money. Yeah, go ahead.
The other day I watched the Tevin stream about DSP talking about champion stuff, and Tevin pulled up DSP's Instagram when he was flexing. What was that? Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle.
Dokkan Battle, yeah.
And one of the cards he had was, as Phil would say, the strongest card in the game. So potentially he also spent a bunch of money in that one as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he really
You know he probably did. You know
Me and Proper did a deep
himself of half this shit.
Me and Proper did a deep dive of all the other games, non-Supercard and non-W Champions games he's played. I think there's a total of almost 10 he's talked about playing on his own streams, about mobile games he's played. Yeah, oh God, yeah.
Dokkan Battle, Final Fantasy Xvius,
Mortal Kombat
Marvel
he
Future
played.
Fight,
He
Mortal
played.
Kombat ones, yeah, and Injustice one as well, I think.
Oh, here's the list. Let me get the whole list here.
It was a lot.
I have we got to go eventually, but here's the whole list is
It's a whole other world that
Bro,
the
there's no
mobile
way he
game's
didn't
been.
play
They've
loud.
got him, dude.
All right, so
I'm
here's
sure
the-
there's at least
that part. They've
2 of
got
them
him
that
now.
have like his public profile, and you can see how much he's. I think
probably. I mean, you think someone would find it, but Injustice, War of Heroes, Hearthstone, WB Immortals. There was Immortals before Supercard. There was WB Immortals.
Yeah,
Dokkan Battle.
crossover thing.
Brave Exvius, Fallout Shelter, he did spend money on that. A little bit, though, in the beginning. Pokemon Go, he absolutely spent money on because he bought lures. We have Fox Animation Throwdown. Yes, he did play Fox Animation Throwdown.
That's the Family Guy one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep, Marvel Future
Well,
Fight, Mortal
Family
Kombat
Guy.
X, Elder Scrolls Blades, he did try, and that's the end of the list I have from that stream.
And,
so.
does Hearthstone count? Because I remember him spending money on that.
Yes, he spent his holiday money, over $200 he got from his parents. He spent on that. So yes, he did do
That's
that.
also the point in time when he was talking about, he was asking his relatives for gift cards for Christmas.
Yeah, that's the gift card.
A grown ass man.
Gift cards.
Yes.
Mid-30s.
Specifically, yeah.
So it's mostly the chat. The
Some of these
responses are
replies
mostly
are good.
DSP memes.
Some of these replies are good. Classic.
You can go to like the WWE Champions or Supercard account, and it's the same though.
Oh yeah, the best was this week the announcement of W Supercard and Street Fighter combined. That official tweet is just all DSP in the responses. Every single one almost is faces. It's awesome.
At this point, the WWE Champions Twitter is just banning everybody that posts a DSP thing. So instead of doing that, post more of a vague reference, like post a Jake James Lugo or a Panda Lee or a Cat Burnell. So they're completely confused. They can't ban you for that.
Yeah, they won't even know what's happening.
Dude,
It's like they know DSP's face. It's on site.
Every single face, every single tweet they do. Like, I didn't even know this one. Let's see. Yep, there we go. That was a random one. I just clicked a random one, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It doesn't end.
Holy shit. Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Yeah. What the fuck? Sonic Head!
Make it stop.
I'm still scrolling. Oh my god! Dude! The bubbles!
The bubbles! Oh, that's terrifying. Oh.
I'm gonna die!
Yeah.
Dude! How far does this go?
Bro! Look how many there are!
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Sensitive content.
Whoa,
Do I risk it? Yeah!
Yes.
Sensitive.
Look how many there are.
Sensitive content.
Oh.
Dude. Oh my god. Roller coaster. Roller coaster.
Oh. Look how many there are.
Now we're in probable spam.
Oh. Yeah, do more of this. Post
Oh my god. Dude, it does not end. Dude, I am so. What the fuck? Hey, shout outs to Meerkat. There's a song.
Hey, yo, we made it, bro. Champions, bros. We did it finally.
Show additional replies, including those that may contain offensive content. I'll give it a shot. You know what?
Yeah,
fuck it.
yeah.
All right. On that note, we will finish. That is a. Oh, I just scrolled.
That is amazing.
Let's find a good one to finish on.
It's
I like this
endless.
one.
The roller
I like
coaster
this.
was brilliant.
Roller coaster.
Gollum looking one. Got the curve of his.
Okay,
All right, my
calm.
friends. That'll do it. You are legends for hanging out. Mark, when you're a legend as well for joining us.
Oh,
We got to
thank
get you back on the
so
show.
much. Thanks
It's always
everybody for having me.
Go follow his Twitch channel, please. Mark One streams on Twitter. Twitch very often. All kinds of stuff. Real world shit. Watching videos, having a good time.
Yeah.
Go follow him, please. Anything going on? When's your next stream, though, Mark One? Let us know.
Probably in about an hour.
Okay.
I'll forget. Okay, I'm going to eat and then I'll stream something. Yeah.
All right,
What's
get your
the
ass
guy
over there.
playing tonight? What's the guy doing? Oh, he's watching stuff.
Just
yeah.
react.
Yeah, it's the worst.
So I'll probably
React to
hang
the
out and
react.
watch that. It's gonna be great.
Sounds
It's gonna be
good.
great.
Steve, anything going on? What's up, brother? Let us know.
No, at the moment, I'm just easing myself back into stuff. Still doing a bit of work on the back. Still stuck on the healing Seattle Air meme. Don't quite know how to cover that yet.
Okay. Yeah. Big ups. Obviously, great to have you here for the whole show, Steve. Got the whole crew back. Of course, Sam, then. Now Sam's computer fucked up.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Marked one filled in beautifully.
Well, I filled in again. As I say, I filled in the English sort of like cohort.
Yeah.
That's all good.
I needed
Definitely.
to back up, thanks.
Meerkat, you streaming today? Anything going on with you?
I'm gonna do the pre-stream, and
Okay.
that's all.
All right. And me and Atlas will actually be doing our Ask the King tonight. That'll be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Ask the King, I think 35. We're almost getting there to 39, the one you want, right?
But yeah,
When-
36. So next week.
Oh, next week then. Yeah, I'll let you know. And we will we'll do the restream of the I'll do the restream of the DSP throwback as long as we can stand it. So it's not a promise to go the whole way because you know how that goes. But anyways,
Although,
guys.
to be fair, last time you were like, right, I'll do it till the tip and then we're done. You cancelled Stardew. So.
Yeah. Then we had to stay for the whole thing. All right, you're all legends. We'll get raccoon eyes for you, and we'll let you go on your way. You're all legends, all right? Don't forget it. See ya.
Yep.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats, cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me, and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like I'm happy with who I am. I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.
I've already tried to talk to him like millions of times. He's not going to change. He's going to be the same asshole that he's always been.